All right, this is Beta Quest Battleship. Beta Quest is an Ocarina of Time loading zone randomizer. We'll get into that in a second, but the Battleship part, we're going to go ahead and reveal the card. These are going to be squares, like goals to collect. So I'm placing my ships. Ball is in stream 2. He'll be placing his ships. We place a 2, a 3, and a 4 length ship. And because of the confines of the board, we do allow diagonals, but we don't allow like crossing diagonals. So if I want to place one diagonally, I can go ahead and do that. So I'm just going to kind of analyze the board here. I'll kind of go over my thoughts a little bit as to where I want to place things and maybe why. But before we start into that, I do have Average Greg and No Face. They'll be commentating.
Hello.
Kind of the OOT stuff as we go through, because there will still be, you know, some typical speedrun type tricks. So just kind of looking at this board off the bat, Frog's Heart Piece can be a pretty good one. That's requires finding exactly Phantom Ganon to be able to go back in time. 6 different ice traps. Generally, you're trying to find things that are going to require a lot of different loading zones to find. You could even try and combo something like this rather than pick one of those. I'm starring these. Hopefully people on stream can see.
They cannot.
They cannot see the stars.
No, unfortunately not.
Okay, they could star it in the same. So I'm kind of just talking over where to place my ships right now, but I do like that one. I like the fairy spells. That's a pretty good 2 combo. Typically, I'm trying to balance things that are going to take a long time for Ball to collect versus things that just might be very difficult to find. Like both Hyrule Field Skulls, the one that row 2, column 4. If you find them, it's very easy often to get them, but if you don't find that one loading zone, you might be searching for it for a while. Something like 9 Hearts, typically you can find enough loading zones to get something like that. I kind of like this one. That's not bad too. That's actually pretty good 4, I think. Or 2. I like that one a lot.
So to explain a little bit of the battleship part, each runners get 3 ships, a 2, a 3, and a 4, and they have to place it on the bingo card. And the goal of the runner is to destroy the other runner's ship. That's how they win the. That's how they win. They win the race.
And typically, they're looking for goals that are pretty long, that might take a long time to complete, or goals that require a specific loading zone that can be tricky to find amongst all the others.
Okay, I'm thinking I like this. I got my 4 kind of going down here. These are... Water Temple has... Typically the temples only have 1 or 2 loading zones into them, and then even if you get in here, you're going to have to spend some time getting to the long shot. 5 Keys in Spirit, same type of deal. You're going to spend some time there. Lens of Truth is kind of an easy one, but Bottom of the Well, there's only one way in, and you still have to be Child Link to do it, so... And then the ice traps will require, I believe it's 3 different exact locations as well. And then I've thrown in some other Zelda-type squares with Shadow and Fairy Spells. The Heart Pieces... Again, that one could be a very easy one for Ball. It could take, you know, quite some time to find the loading zone. I'm okay with that one. And then I didn't want to have both Zora's HPs and Frog. Basically, it's essentially Frog is the hardest part of it, so I'm fine with having that in. And then 30 Sticks is usually some RBA. We can talk about that in a little bit, but I'm liking where those ships are, so I'm going to place my 4, 3, and 2 there, so I'm done.
All right, and you might see us on our phone a little bit because we need to communicate with the other team, so that runner guy here does not know what's going on the other side.
Yeah, so we'll be taking pictures of the screen and then send them to each other so we know what's a hit and what's a miss.
Yeah, exactly.
do want to make a wee note on that, lads. It's so for the good people at home, this is actually a very unique run where we actually have one of our teams in Stream 1 and one of our teams are going to be on Stream 2. So Stream ESA 2 should now be live if you want to get both up and actually be able to see both perspectives and both bingo boards. Well, I guess the bingo board here will actually allow you to see both what you have marked and what your competitors marked. Is that correct? Is that correct? Is the board that you're seeing, is that only going to be for your information, or will you be able to see what your competitor has also put on theirs?
So I will be able to click when I get the goals. Rather than a typical Battleship, you take turns going back and forth. Whoever gets whatever squares, I will click them green, he will click them red. I will see both of those, and then it will be up to comms to say whether that's a hit or miss from the other side.
Fantastic. So whichever stream you're watching, you're going to actually get the full experience of the actual bingo board. But we do actually have 2 streams live right now for the first time at ESA Summer 24. So if you want to see what both players are doing, you can actually get both streams up and have a nosy at what both they're doing. But I do actually believe it's you actually communicate between yourselves so we can get our 3, 2, 1. Do we have a status on that?
Yeah. So we'll take care of calling out the 3, 2,
I gotta set
1
up the...
when we are ready.
Wonderful.
We are not ready yet, though.
That's fine. You take your time, my friends.
Yeah.
So the file name is the seed for the randomizer. It will determine what loading zones are.
And I already saw what... We usually will see what the first one is just to make sure that it's the right seed. Okay, that's right. That's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this typical randomizers, you would generate a game and then have to either put it on your Wii or, in my case, an EverDrive for Nintendo 64. Here, you have one beta quest, and the file name actually determines the randomization of the loading zones. Okay, I'm ready.
Ready to go?
All right, so we'll go with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, so this is a loading zone randomizer, as I talked about. So here we got dumped in the trials. Trials is actually a really good start because there are chews, explosives. So I'll be wanting to get those as soon as I can find a sword. Right now I am going to be dying because you'll see me dying a lot, especially early on. The way these loading zones work, they are decoupled. So going through one is not going to take you back. You know, you can't go back and forth. It's going to just be a new one every time. But they are consistent. So if I would start the seed again and come here again, like every time I leave the graveyard, I'm going to end up in Lake Hylia. So that will be consistent throughout. So the way kind of dying worked there on the trial, I kind of want to explain why I'm dying so much instead of like moving around doing anything. It is another loading zone as well, and it will take you to the place where wherever you had been will start. So I was on the Serenade pad there. If I would, for whatever reason, end up getting the Serenade of Water and play it, it would take me here as well. So dying kind of loops you into the connection that you were at. And early on here, I haven't really fully analyzed the board yet. I'm kind of just exploring very quickly where some of the loading zones are. Let's go here. So it's kind of, the early game is about building out your loading zones, kind of trying to get some basic items. A collapse is a really good one here. I'm going to die here. Anywhere that you die in the collapse, it works like vanilla. It will give you the Master Sword on B. Because in vanilla, they decided if you would get to Ganon, he would knock your sword away and then you would die. It places you at the top of collapse and gives you the Master Sword on B. So now we do have the Master Sword. I like to get caught without the hook shot because that would place you not in the Gerudo jail, so that if I do end up getting the hook shot, that will be a different loading zone coming back. And so yeah, we're just trying to kind of explore. I haven't really been able to target any squares on the board yet. I'm going to look for some maybe easy ones that we could pick out.
By the way, Runnerguy and Bal are keeping all this in their heads, where certain loading zones go. You have to try and keep track of where the key ones are. Finding like hubs like Market or Kakariko, for example, is pretty huge.
Yeah, so there is plant a bean in Death Mountain Crater, row 1, column 4. So there's kind of two typical ways that you could play through beta quests like this. One would be with taking notes to write down all of the loading zones, and one that Ball and I typically prefer would be to try and keep it in your head. There's obviously strategies to both, pros and cons to both. We kind of like this one, so there might be some times where I get to a spot and really try and remember, and then an hour later, it might be a little bit of a scramble to recall that part of my brain. So I'm trying to communicate what's going on, looking at the board, and remembering where the loading zones are. So it's bound to happen that one or two of them might escape my mind.
It's pretty exhausting. Like, normal bingo is pretty exhausting, and like normal entrance random is pretty exhausting. When you combine them, it's a lot of information all at once. It's often hard to keep in your head.
Yeah, and we are playing typically with a board, a bingo board of some kind with some mode. Beta Quest is kind of dull if the goal is just beat the game, because really you're just trying to get a weapon. I already have one. I have the sword. And then you just find Ganon, and then it's basically over. So I think these types of modes are better for randomizer like this, because it gives you 25 different kind of objectives to go after. I just wanted to make sure if slingshot upgrades or anything were on the board. Oh, we do not have any money yet.
And also, me and Greg are not allowed to help Runnerguy, so he's on his own.
Yeah, if there's some place I'm like, I found Shadow Temple, where's Shadow Temple? I'm not actually asking them where Shadow Temple
exactly.
is. I'm just trying to find it on my own here.
Also, being real would be no help. I've completely lost track.
This might be an interesting case to do this.
So here, Runnerguy is constantly loading Graveyard, and as he does this, the game's memory will at some point unload certain actors in order to make room for other stuff. And what he's trying to do is unload the big tombstone that covers the way to the royal family tomb. We normally get Suns on. This is a pretty common strat used in bingo and other runs like Hundo. It's also way easier as an adult because you're taller and you can see when the graveyard unloads because the windmill will deload. But as a child, you really just have no visual cue. You're just gonna go back down till you think it's correct.
Yeah, and also you need to unload it more times as child than as adult.
It's more. And sometimes it can be even weird in Beta Quest just because of how you spawned into the area. So we're gonna try a couple more times. If it doesn't work, we can leave the graveyard again. This one's kind of nice to do without Zelda's Lullaby because you wouldn't necessarily have another way into this grave or this loading zone.
Oh.
That's the only one left.
Oh yeah. Surely we're fairly close.
You can kind of go too far, and I've had it where it just doesn't work anymore. So we'll
hopefully that's not the case here.
see if this is good.
Okay.
I might try a little bit later if
Yeah.
we're struggling to find Zelda.
Yeah, so as you can see here, all the graves are
actually,
completely unloaded.
This is not bad because I still get to try one that I wouldn't have tried.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad. I actually get Deku Nuts here. Usually I will pick up the Silver Scale even if it is not on the board, because it opens up some more access to a couple more loading zones and also potential to shoot arrows without finding Forest Temple without the bow.
Yeah, early on, as well as looking for information about the loading zones, he's also looking for key items that are going to help him. Specifically, the bottle, which is a very powerful item. It can function as an ocarina, as well as being able to use for some glitches, very powerful. And explosives, mainly. Explosives are incredibly powerful in this game. Used for tons of glitches, tons of ways of going fast, ways of different skips and sequence breaks. Very, very important you find those. And also hookshot. If at some point, it's rare that you actually go adult in Beta Quest. If you do, it gets pretty late. And sometimes it can be a bit of a risk if you don't have hookshot. You need to find that loading zone because hookshot opens up so many more options for you. So having it is a nice safety net going adult.
Yeah, it's often the case you'll want to stay child for a while, and knowing how to navigate around as child Link can be really beneficial.
Yeah, and since you stayed child Link for quite a long time, in Beta Quest, the Mirror Shield and the Tunics are usable as child. So if you need to do Fire Temple as child or something like that, you can do without fear of the timer running out. And you can fight Twin Rover as child as well.
Oh, no purple rupees.
Nah, shame.
Not that good of luck.
So yeah, the second try you do the minigame, you can play it for money, and there's a random amount of rupees and amount of rupees that can come. It could be from green to purple rupee, which is 50 rupees.
Yeah, I think you can also get a...
Oh, there's another.
Not orange rupee, maybe a pink rupee that gives you like 100 or something like that.
Yeah.
Or...
Yeah, it's often good to have kind of a full wallet here early on if I would find another shop to buy a couple, you know, if I would hit the Deku Shield or something from Cookery Shop, we want to be able to get some of those key items.
Yeah, shields are also very important, very useful for certain tricks.
I wish I had a bean. Okay, we'll try and remember that as well here. Just to give a little more background information on Beta Quest, it is actually the OG randomizer. MZX created this in 2015, like 3 years before any of the item randomizers came out. It also has no logic, which can be a little scary. There could be some potential closed loops, but typically with the way dying works, you can find ways around most of those situations. I'm kind of pausing just to process the whole board and where I'm at.
Gerudo Fortress is also a really good hub for Beta Quest.
Yeah, finding places like Kakariko, Gerudo Fortress, those have a lot of different, Child Market, have a lot of different places you can try to find new things. I usually don't commit those to memory. I usually just assume I'm going to find them several times, which sometimes works, sometimes it doesn't work.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay, I don't see 3 swords anywhere. I don't even think it's worth picking up this sword. I already have my master sword.
Nice camera.
Nice camera.
Yeah. Okay. I can try and explain that death again here. The way this plopped me into Zora's Fountain would be the same way in the vanilla game that it would if you stepped into the blue warp of Baronade. So dying here is going to be the exact same in this Beta Quest seed as going through, getting the boomerang, beating Baronade, and stepping in the blue warp. Obviously, this way could potentially be a lot faster than doing all of that. So, let's see. That is Bongo. I mean, there are 9 hearts on the board. I'm not sure I really want to bother with it right now, though. Just something to keep in mind, possibly, for later. So yeah, it looks like getting that bean might be the first square that I get. Ooh, I can get a bottle here. This will be good.
Yeah, this is a big one to get.
Yep.
The bottle is the most important item in the entire game, especially for game modes like Beta Quest and Bingo.
Yeah, so the main items you want to get usually will be bombs, a shield, a weapon, and a bottle.
Yeah.
Because it opens up basically the entire game.
Yeah, and the things that are allowed in Beta Quest, typically it's going to be Bingo version rule set, so pretty much anything goes except for the major, like, game-breaking tricks. If you're familiar with OOT speedrunning, nothing like SRM type stuff is not going to be allowed.
There's also a few version exclusive glitches. This game's been released a bunch of times, there's a bunch of different versions, and versions like the Wii Virtual Console, for example, can use Deku Sticks as adults, which would crash on N64. So stuff like that is banned.
Yeah, and each beta quest is built off of the 1.0 OOT, so the 1.0 exclusive tricks are allowed.
Yeah, so that'd be things like Blanquet, which is a trick you can use in Bomb of the World to get bomb shoes pretty quickly, as well as Hold R to get trade quest items from Kinzora early to get Big Goron Sword, which isn't as useful in Bingo, really, in this like beta quest. But it's version exclusive trick to take into account.
Yeah, I'd say the like major glitches that are still allowed. RBA, you can do some reverse ball. That'll manipulate your inventory in certain ways to get certain things. Wrong warps actually are not like disallowed, but doing them crashes beta quest. So we won't be doing any wrong warps in this one.
Yeah, because wrong warps rely on the in-game entrance table. And this entrance table is completely screwed up, so it just does not function whatsoever.
And also, with the name Beta Quest, the game will give you access to some beta areas too.
Hey, right, guys, gonna get some bugs here. Bugs and fish typically are where you're gonna find this bottle. You can drop them and recatch them, and when you have ball in hand, you can then use it to play an Ocarina. But you can also use it for RBA, like I said before, which we'll explain if it comes up.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's really good. Yeah.
That's really good. And Danpei.
Okay, we'll go ahead and grab the hook shot. I probably won't be using it for quite some time, but that's a massive find early on.
This is a huge safety net. If Danpei's nice to you today.
The child times are a little bit slower because it takes him a little longer.
Yeah, typically for a human in a normal setting, a 46 is the best you can do. Normally like 47, 48 is actually pretty good. And even under 50 is pretty good. But that's as adult. As child, you gotta add about 5 seconds or so. Ooh, that's very close. If he got hit by that flame and knocked back, then the door would have shut in front of him and voided him.
Yeah, and voiding here would actually take me somewhere else.
Yeah. So, very good he didn't get hit by that.
And also, for those who are used to regular randomizers, the item screened in regular item randomizer will be you can move in any square you want of the inventory screen, but in beta quests it is vanilla behavior, so you can get locked out of some items in the inventory.
Yeah, so if you have items in all 4 corners of the inventory screen, you can get stuck trying to get to center squares about certain items. And it can be a little bit annoying to fix it. It's pretty simple sometimes, but it depends on what items you find.
Yeah, if you have something like in the 4th corner and hookshot in the middle,
Yeah,
you can
won't
get
be able to get
stuck there.
Yeah, but luckily he's got Deku Nuts, so that should be enough to fix it.
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
I can get the Ruto's letter at any time here. There is 3 Cookery Forest skulls, so that might be a good one to try and remember, potentially for later. I don't know that there will be anything worth in here.
Yeah, so for those who are wondering, Runnerguy right now is not really trying to complete any goals. What he's doing is he's counting every loading zone, not every, but the loading zone he finds, and trying to keep in mind, okay, I found this, this, and this, I can do these goals, and trying to find Bao's ships, basically.
As we said before, the first half hour or so is just scouting.
Yeah.
And once you have a rough idea of what goals they can do, the items they have, they can maybe start to clear a few softballs.
Yeah, and usually the softballs, I place my ships in such a way that typically are not going to give out, you know, Plant Bean and Death Mountain Crater, but sometimes it can be nice just to eliminate it from any possible ship, or get fortunate and it would, for some reason, be part of Ball's ships here. So we are going to buy this bean. And it was Zora's HPs. I can probably come back here at any point. There's kind of a balance of trying to rush and get certain things quickly and coming back with a better inventory later. So we're still pretty thin on current inventory that's useful for me. I should actually go back and get the choose. If this just goes to like a hub or somewhere, we'll probably save warp and get those. That's on the board as a Hyrule Field Skull. I would need either Gold Scale or Iron Boot. There's actually a way with Boomerang now, but I haven't learned that
yeah,
one yet.
there is, like, very recently.
And a Fairy Spell, potentially.
So actually, we just saw a fairy fountain, and there's something interesting about those. Because each fairy fountain in the base game are an individual fountain. So they each give either Din's Fire, Pharaoh's Wind, Neru's Love, or Magic. But in beta quests, whatever fairy fountain you find will first give you magic, because you need magic to be able to get any other fairy spell.
Yeah, so it would suck to find a fairy fountain and not be able to do anything with it, and struggle to find the one fairy fountain that gives you the first magic meter.
So if Runnerguy finds a fairy fountain and has Zelda's Lullaby, he will have to get magic and then find this loading zone again to get the spell that is given by the fairy fountain.
Yeah, and also goals that require Zelda's Lullaby are actually pretty annoying in beta quests, because it literally is one loading zone that leads to Zelda's Lullaby. So if you just can't find it, then you just can't do any ZL goals. That's two skulls in Kikiri Forest. But the third one is here as adult, so we have to find a Master Sword in Temple of Time first.
Yeah, that'll be a much later.
Yeah.
Kind of just set up for.
Yeah.
Probably an hour or two in.
Having it be nighttime right now is actually really nice, because it means you can, if you do find some overworld areas that have sculptures at nighttime only, you can just clear them off straight away. So something like London Ranch, for example, would be quite nice.
Our first dungeon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spirit. There is open 5 small keys. I'm going to come back once I get choose. I'm going to actually just do choose right now, because I want that deck. There's a Deku Shield in there too.
Huh.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That took a long time.
That was a long white flash. I was worried it was crashing or something.
Yeah. Okay, so we just defeated Ganondorf?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was easy.
The way the outer collapse works, any outer collapse loading zone you find, the first one will take you back to the top and show that cutscene. So I always like to take Zelda down, open the bars here, and then void off to see what it actually would have been. Just in case you do end up here again, you want these bars to be open, because this is really the only opportunity you're going to have with Zelda up here. Oh, go ahead.
Hello everybody, just a wee quick announcement in regards to, I imagine there's a few people at home that just need a wee couple of details. So first of all, you're actually only seeing one POV of our runners. ESA Marathon 2, there's actually a pinned comment in the chat if you want to see the alternative perspective. You can get them up on both tabs or on 2 different windows, and you can actually see that. But there is actually one more kind of little important thing. There might be a few people that are currently struggling to get donations through. Just a wee announcement, Tiltify, our donation service, is actually gone into maintenance mode for what they are predicting to be about 45 minutes to an hour. So please don't be confused. It's not on your end, it's on their end. We will let you know immediately once it's back up. But that does call into question a couple of things, especially the 2P1C incentive for our upcoming run, Elden Ring. So If you see anybody, I'll try and keep you as updated as much as physically possible, but you don't want to just be hearing my voice for the next hour and a half constantly doing this. So if you see any confusion about it in chat or online on socials or anything, please feel free to just let them know what is happening. You know what I mean? I'm looking for your support as well. And as soon as that is back up, I will let you know. And then you can we can get all of our wallets out and try and make sure to catch up for the time loss. Thank you very much, Runnerguy. I'll let it go back to you.
Okay, so finding this Temple of Time was a really good find, especially the Master Sword side. We definitely do not want to go adult 23 minutes in. There's a ton of stuff we're going to collect first, but that one will be very important to remember for later. Yeah, I'm just save warping. That was a hub. I could have tried like any number of things to, you know, continue to scout, but at this point, I'm just going to save warp in the overworld. Save warping anywhere in the overworld is going to just take you back to the first loading zone, which is going to be the trials where I'll be able to get some shoes here. There's not going to be any.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, I have Deku Nuts. This works too, though.
This bomb chew chest is actually the best bomb chew chest in the game. It has 20 bomb chews, which is quite a lot. Even if there wasn't enough, Runnerguy does have the bottle, so we can use RBA to get more bomb chews if he wants to, if he needs any point. Typically, you'd be doing this with hookshot, but obviously, Child Link can't use hookshot, so...
Yeah, there's just kind of a specific setup here to push this Armos and get just high enough to grab this one.
Nice.
Like that.
This is sort of the difference between Beta Quest bingo and normal bingo, is that you would never really need a shieldless setup for that, typically. But in Beta Quest, you don't really have many options, so you get a bit creative.
Beta Quest tricks are often trying to still accomplish something with limited inventory. Sometimes that's a shield, sometimes you only have chews, sometimes you don't have a quiver to shoot arrows, so you're trying to manipulate ways around it and still get things. I do not see Deku Tree on the board. Grab a couple more of those.
Oh, that's really good.
It's very good.
Mm-hmm.
So like we said, the Child Link and Beta Quest specifically can use the Mirror Shield.
Here it is. It doesn't show up on his
Yeah, it will be
actor,
invisible because there's no model for that. The shield would basically be the entire size of Link's body.
Yeah. It does mean that if he does find Twin Rover, then he can beat the boss.
Yeah, and I realized at some point there's also beat 4 dungeons, which in bingo terms means stepping in 4 blue lights. And I did find that bongo room earlier. If I can get back there, that could be a pretty quick one now to get 1 of 4 done.
Mm. Also as a note, the Beta Quest has its own separate bingo goals list, because in Beta Quest certain things are a bit harder than they would normally be in vanilla. So things like the ice traps are not a vanilla goal, never is beat 4 dungeons, for example, because those aren't really fun goals to do in vanilla, but in Beta Quest, when you know where you're going, it can be pretty interesting.
Yeah, certain goals we eliminated from the general bingo board, some we added just to try and make it a little more unique for Beta Quest. Here I'm collecting a warp song. Warp songs don't go to their vanilla spot. They actually always go somewhere useless.
Yeah, Runnerguy famously thinks warp songs in Beta Quest are completely useless, despite there being evidence to the contrary.
Are you gonna play Requiem?
I'll play it just to prove how useless it is.
Please be something good. Please be something good. Please be like the Dungo's Cavern or something.
Okay. Yeah, we'll play it maybe a little later.
Also, you can see that Child Link is not supposed to be in that cutscene, so you can see him pop up and down.
Interesting enough, this is like the only warp song you can get as Child Link without having to do any major setup. The other ones just don't work, just triggers aren't there, but that trigger is specifically leaving Spirit Temple at any age, so it works as adult and child. Vanilla.
That cutscene led to Forest Temple. There's only one cutscene there, so you
That's
don't really get back to Forest Temple.
Yeah.
Good.
Now, there is typically another way to get to Forest Temple. Cutscenes aren't like part of the like unique set of loading zones. They're kind of just an additional, so it could have been a bonus one. I'm actually really tempted to just not take it, but I don't know that I want to mess with anything like that. I think we'll just hope that we can find a Forest Temple later.
Who knows, maybe Requiem is Spirit Temple.
Requiem could be Forest Temple. Requiem could just lead you to outside Phantom Ganon's boss door.
We'll take the shop. I kind of, when I get through certain hubs or things, I tend to try and cycle through and go from like one side to the other, or have some type of system of kind of going through rather than just always taking the quickest loading zone back. That kind of just helps me mentally. Okay.
Interesting.
Okay.
Is the water entrance and the regular entrance different in Beta Quest?
Yes, actually, that's a good question. Leaving Zor's River from either Zor's River side or Hyrule Field side, those will be different water or land. So you basically have 4, loading zones back and forth through there.
It's pretty good to go.
Yeah, I could actually get this in time here.
You do have a shield, I forgot.
I do have the mirror shield.
Yeah, so having the shield and explosives means you can do stuff like this. And not worry about gaps anymore.
Yeah, so Runnerguy just did a little mega side hop to...
And that is the first goal.
First goal.
And... Is it a hit or a miss?
Is it hit or miss? So when we have the goals marked like this, they won't know, but we can obviously communicate with you like this. So we'll do a quick 3, 2, 1 countdown. 3, 2, 1, miss.
Oh.
Unfortunate. To be honest, expected to be honest, a pretty quick one.
Yeah.
So if Ball had picked that one, I think it'd be a bold move.
Even though I do have a mirror shield, I'm still going to come in here and get a key and the Deku shield, because there is 3 shields also on the board. Oh, I have a shield.
Yeah.
Also, a reminder, you might see the Kokiri sword model in Link's hand, but it is in fact the Master Sword.
Yeah, so as a note there, what you just saw Runnerguy do was use power crouch stab. The crouch stab move in Ocarina of Time wasn't programmed properly, and so whenever you swing a weapon, like a sword or hammer or sticks, the crouch stab will take on the damage property and the damage amount of that weapon attack. So if you do a muscle sword jump slash which does 4 damage, then your crouch stabs now all do 4 damage. and the crouch stab is a really fast attack, so typically that's how you beat bosses and enemies in this game.
And that's why having Master Sword as child is so much better, because usually the Kokiri Sword will do either 1 damage for a slash and 2 damage for a jump slash.
Yeah.
While the Master Sword is 2 and 4.
Yeah, as no, Deku Sticks are also 2 and 4, so typically you have a stick on you to do jump slash damage, and then you have that stored for your crouch stabs. But he only has Master Sword, so it's not really a problem.
Mm-hmm. He also gets a longer reach with the Master Sword.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna save this for later, I think. I could go get another key now, but again, it's a balance of, do I want to spend more time now with less inventory? I could get it really fast as adult later, so I'm gonna have to come back as adult, most likely anyway.
Yeah, typically you try to keep your dungeons for when you're adult, because everything is just so much faster as adult.
And it's a pretty easy location there to get that one.
Mm-hmm. Just having access to a hook shot and stuff like that makes such a big difference.
Graveyard's kind of unfortunate here. Graveyard and Lake Hylia are kind of hubs, like they're both okay, but they can both be really annoying just because once you kind of exhaust a couple of them, they're really big spots to move around to try new stuff. Especially the Graveyard too at day as a child is challenging because you really only have a couple options there.
Back to Fortress.
A lot of Fortress in this one so far.
Oh, that's really good.
Interesting.
I could, in theory, do it right now. I'm gonna remember and just hope we can get some bombs or something later.
Oh, interesting.
We'll do this one. We'll do this.
That one you can do, yeah. So
that reminds me of a wrong word. That's weird.
Yeah. So Kinder Don't Go, you can beat with bomb shoes. It's just really annoying to do it.
Yeah, even more annoying as child.
Yeah. Luckily, Goma, you don't need much.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, this is actually kind of accomplishing 2 things. There's beat 4 dungeons and there's 9 hearts. I will collect this heart. Well, I'm debating. There's so many times where you're dying, especially early on, that you don't want to stack up on hearts too quickly. The owl. I think we'll remember.
All right.
Alright, that's 1 dungeon.
I think you'll remember because we won't.
We didn't mention this, but as you can probably tell by now, this does have quick text and skips a lot of cutscenes. Ocarina of Time text moves kind of slow, even on Japanese, which is a pretty fast speed. And there's quite a lot of cutscenes for like dungeons. The ability to just cut these out entirely is really nice, especially because there's no cutscene skips or run warps in Beta Quest.
Yeah, it still has English text, but almost every text can be quick text. A lot of these cutscenes, this is, I think, on English, I think it's like a 5-minute cutscene. We just did it
it's
in
very long.
like a minute. So there are some quality of life improvements that were done for Beta Quest as well. If you're also familiar with the randomizer, there is the D-pad shortcuts for some of the trade items or boots as adults. So I think I did this one already.
Yep. Here we go again. And we kind of stuck because as a child during the day, you cannot open any graves.
Yeah, there's a little kid that walks around who will tell you off for trying to open graves.
Yeah, he will just say, "Oh, I'll go tell Dampe."
Yeah. Also didn't mention this, but when moving around this game, backwalking and side hopping are usually going to be your best options, especially on like long distances. As a child, side hopping is faster, but it's a little bit harder to do properly and efficiently. Whereas backwalking is pretty much the fastest average sort of movement speed. Rolls is also good for short distances.
Yeah, up to 4 rolls. If you go above 4 rolls, it's better to.
Yeah, usually it's better
backwalk.
to backwalk. It's kind of like a rule of thumb.
Okay, there's no jab on the board, and I already have the hook shot. Sometimes there can be situations where you'd have like adult skulls and you'd still actually want the boomerang, but I don't think it's going to be worth it on this card.
Here I go dying again.
You guys see it's quite a lot, unfortunately.
This is why, yeah, you don't necessarily want to collect hearts early. There's a lot of those.
This is situationally useful because if you start doing trade quest, which you do want to do sometimes for RBA purposes, which again we'll kind of explain when it comes up. But the odd mushroom has a 3-minute timer. You need to get to the potion shop. So if you do find odd mushroom, knowing where the potion shop is pretty useful.
Yeah, there's some situations where actually RBing Poacher Saw is the best way to get to Zelda. If you cannot find the courtyard, you could kind of RBA it into your inventory.
Oh, this is a good one. Yeah.
That's something I haven't seen in a long time.
Oh no.
What are you doing?
Really bad at this game.
You're supposed to pick them up, not hit them.
I usually like to take this bridge because if it's day or night, you only have... If it's night, you have 2 options. If it's day, you actually have all 3 there.
Yeah, at nighttime that bridge is up. You can't leave that entrance. So yeah, done now. Once daytime is more efficient.
There are some situations where like Slingshot would be good to beat Phantom Ganon if I would run into him, but again, I have the hook shot already if I can remember it or find it as an adult. Because I'm on the pad there, if I die, this could actually be the same as playing Requiem, rendering it useless. I've done a decent amount of the meadow already. I think the fairy fountain... Something about the grottos, we talked about a little bit. Cutscenes and grottos. There's kind of every normal cutscene, like all of the ones in Kakariko that go anywhere. Those are all part of a 1-to-1 set, so that's the set that's scrambled up. Grottos and cutscenes are kind of an extra bonus layer that can sometimes hit the 1-to-1 set, or could be some kind of weird, goofy ones too. All of the fairy fountains are unique, so they will go to different places. Grottos that have business scrubs in them are not unique, so if there's 3 business scrubs in a grotto, every grotto that has that will go to the same spot. Additionally, with grottos, if you leave a grotto and you enter a grotto, those are the same thing too. So that will go to the same spot as well.
And also, we've seen the trial beam getting removed. So the trials are not useless in beta quest, at least in this setting. So what it will do for Runnerguy and Ball is that if they complete the 6 trials, they will get a free square on the board.
Yeah, Ball and I like to play kind of a house rule free square if we would get all of the trials complete, just because sometimes a certain beta quest seed can just be looking for one loading zone for like an hour, and we tend to try and speed up a little bit, or at least give you some flexibility in what you're doing. So we'll see if that comes into play or not. I'll bring that up again if we're getting close, and it seems like the trials are going to be the key factor for whatever that would be. 2 fairy spells on the board is kind of annoying without having a Zelda yet, because you do kind of have to keep those in mind. I can just do this.
Yeah.
Good old reliable.
Typically, you're supposed to wake up Talon there and move the box over, but you have many ways to skip doing that with explosives. Another Kakariko. Back here again.
Here we go.
Yeah, we've done this a couple
Yeah,
times.
we've been there before.
Yeah.
Sometimes you do kind of get stuck in some loops like this. Often I will try and find some way to break that chain, or you want to get out of it as quick as you can. We've done this before too, but I think there's some other options here. I wanted to do this. Last time we grabbed the bead, so there's a way through here.
Yeah, so what was happening here is Childling is small enough so that while you side hop in the corner, you kind of get squeezed in little by little in the collision of the rock, and you can pass through.
Yeah, it's surprisingly easy to clip and squeeze through gaps in this game.
Yeah, the walls are a
collision.
suggestion.
Yeah, walls
so
kind of our suggestion sometimes. They used to do the ground jump, like that. You get stuck in a sort of weird state when you try to grab something while an explosion knocks you back, and that kind of stalls that weird little glitchy animation. Nice. Yeah, but ground jumps are very useful to get up gaps, especially as a child link, where you don't have the height necessary to climb naturally.
So being here is really nice because Runnerguy will have access to bomb bag and bombs.
Yeah, bombs are huge. Like I said, any sort of explosive is very important for trying to do glitches, as you've already seen. And bombs are usually the better option because you can farm them from grass and stuff like that. So you're not going to run out. Whereas chews are sort of in short supply unless you find a way to RVA more. That does take a bit of time.
I do need 25 of these total. I should kind of be collecting some early ones here.
And the nice thing about not having to bother with Deku
Nice.
Shield is not being scared of getting your shield burned all the time.
Yeah, big benefit of the mirror shield as child is always avoiding, like you said, the burn situations.
Because the only downside the mirror shield has as child is it does not reflect the nuts that gets thrown at you by like Deku scrubs. That's basically the only downside.
Yeah, it's functionally the same as Hylian Shield, especially in the adult, but you just can't reflect any sort of projectile. Oh,
Camera.
interesting camera.
Alright, nice mega flip.
Yeah, you can clear the gap pretty easily.
So that skips a lot, by the way. That
Yeah.
skips.
Yeah, clap for that, please.
Yeah,
Yeah, that skips having to go around and doing the little puzzle with the firewalls and killing the two Lizalfos.
Yeah, it skips quite a bit.
And it skips having to get slingshot. I mean, you can skip it without a slingshot.
You can get around about slingshot, yeah. There's enough of a gap on those blocks to get around them, but it's just nice not to have to worry about the puzzles at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, if you're not familiar, the pausing I was doing there there's just very specific frames that work. This is, if you would follow Zelda here, you get to Ganon. So I could go beat the game and be done. And that's why Beta Quest beating the game is like, I just don't think it's as interesting. But pausing like I was to set up specific frames that I'm looking for so that the trick will work.
Yeah, if we get into a rhythm, you can just buffer one frame at a time, and you can input during the unpause lag to pull
do
off
your
tricks,
inputs.
pull
Yeah.
off tricks that you can't normally do in real time. Or if you can do in real time, it makes them a bit easier, more consistent.
Yeah, because when you unpause, there's like on N64 there's like a second where the screen is frozen, and during that time you can input whatever input you want, and it will be taken into account by the game.
I will say that is one of the downsides of playing on N64 specifically, is that there's quite a lot of lag on the console, and a lot of it. You've probably noticed already, like areas like Zora's River, Dodongo's Cavern, it lags quite a bit, and then that translates over the pause buffering. So the pause buffer timing is different, is area dependent. So you play on this console, you have to kind of get a feel for each area.
Yeah, it is kind of a miracle that OT works on N64 at
Kinda,
all.
yeah. There is also lag on like other versions of the game, like Wii VC and Wii U and other versions like that. It's just less impactful and less noticeable.
This is Ganon's tower, and there's actually a square here, so we're gonna go collect that right now.
Yeah, it's a pretty quick one.
Yep.
As you can see, power crash stab, very, very useful
Yeah.
in these fights. Make short work of these enemies, which would normally take several hits. That's Ganon's Castle boss key.
Right.
And that is a 3, 2, 1 hit.
Kaboom!
Kaboom! First one down. These knuckles do 4 damage a hit, by the way, so this fight is a little bit scary. But luckily, Child Link, being as short as he is, you can dodge almost all their attacks by staying close to them.
Yeah, this loading zone at the top here is kind of annoying. If you're in the tower and this square's not on the board, it's kind of a decent amount of effort to go do. So I'm kind of hoping that... Well, I think Ball... It's funny because Ball and I, we haven't really talked about... Ball and I have played beta quests like this together a lot, so knowing each other's tendencies can kind of help place battleships, but you kind of get a sense of what they might try or what they might do as well. So I think he will probably come up here as well. So I don't know that I necessarily want it to be good.
Oh, and the music keeps going.
The music, yeah. There are some quirks we haven't talked about, we haven't seen any yet, of certain loading zones going to certain other areas. Sometimes the music sticks around. Sometimes, like, you almost get like a fog in an area. I think the funniest one I had was I was in the windmill, and it was playing the windmill music, and then I left and I was at Ganondorf, and he was on the organ playing the windmill music.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's a good one. So finding that square and knowing it's a hit, what information do they really give you?
Yeah, looking at that, I'm thinking he's probably got at least a 3-ship in the corner going 2 fairy spells, Ganon's Bosky Frogs, would be my initial guess. I don't really see anything else around. He might do something diagonal like 6 Zora's HPs, but that would be my guess, is fairy spells, Ganon's Frogs, at least, as a 3 square.
Again, very easy to clip in this game.
Yeah.
With enough speed, you can basically end anything. This is a really good find.
Oh, yeah.
Sunstone is very, very good in Bear Quest because it's another way of reloading an area.
Yeah.
Good.
I was just going to say, there will be a lot less deaths now because any place where time doesn't pass, instead of dying, I can pretty much do this instead. And it will have the same effect.
But I'm guessing getting this will give you another loading zone, right?
Yeah, being in this cutscene, it's again in one of the cutscene ones, just like Requiem was.
Good thing you get the song at the beginning of the cutscene.
I actually don't know when you get the song in vanilla. It probably is as soon as you.
You start it, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird. Some of them are like start the cutscene and some are like halfway through, or you declare like a certain text box. It's a bit strange. Like Saria's song, for example, you get it like as soon as you clear the second or third text box of a talk-in. But like most warp songs, you can get in the first frame of the cutscene, which is why you can cutscene skip most of them by just dying. So this is a super slide. Similar to ground jumps, you can sort of store like that weird animation with grabbing and getting explosives, but the recoil sends you just flying backwards at super fast speed. The reason having a shield is so useful is that recoil is very, very important.
Yeah.
For, like going fast. Oh, nice.
But does that give you Twin River? Yeah.
Yeah.
No loading though.
Yeah.
And that's why we get Mirror Shield as child.
Yeah. Again, Iron Knuckles, they do a lot of damage, but because you're so short as child, you can just crouch right in front of them, they just can't hit you. It's actually quite hilarious.
I think this was sped up so that the fight begins immediately. It's kind of unfair,
That's
but
annoying, yeah.
Oh, this is the old Randall way, yeah.
It's like you can get shot like while climbing and stuff. And Twin Rover does a surprising amount of damage.
Yeah. Oh, N64 fire.
Yeah, so these fire particles look really nice on N64. On later versions, on the Wii VC and Wii U VC and Switch, they're like emulated versions, and the effects don't translate well into those emulators, so they just kind of look plain and boring. But these ones look very nice.
So you have to pick your poison. You get lag, but good fires. Which one do you prefer?
It actually is a surprisingly hard choice. Twin Rover is it is mostly an RNG boss. You can manipulate Rover somewhat, but usually you need like a range weapon like hookshot or boomerang slingshot, something like that, to kind of get them to like spin in place and stuff.
yeah, like there, if I had the hook shot as you normally would, I would have been able to stop that red witch from getting away from me, but here I can't really do anything about it.
Yeah. Because you can get use quote unquote the hookshot as child. But what it will do is it will lock you in the animation you're in when you press the button. So if you're walking, you will walk until the end of time.
You just keep walking and you can't pause, you can't do anything, you're just stuck in the animation forever. So it's a little bit annoying. When we found that glitch to items as child the old crib swap, one of the first ones we tried was Hookshot's child, and very disappointed to find out it didn't work.
Yeah.
Because that would have been really nice to have.
Yeah. So what happened there? Runnerguy was done with shooting the witches, but he got a double right at the end, so he had an extra cycle.
Yeah, you can get like that's a rare child link reaction to that. You can get like doubles and triples, we call them, which is actually just really fast cycles when they shoot back to back.
Yeah. Now you can see the size of the mirror shield compared to Link. It's a bit ridiculous.
Yeah, it's his entire body, basically. Look at that lag.
Oh,
it's so crunchy. Here it's pretty simple. You just stab her a bunch and it's over. Again, power crouch stab doing good work.
Yep.
Again, this isn't an exact goal on the board, but we do have beat 4 dungeons, and this is already the second one now. Plus, I remember where King Dodongo is, right?
Yeah,
I think I do.
Good, because I don't.
I forgot instantly.
I remember where Goma is, but
yeah, it's after King Dodongo.
This one I think I'll go ahead and grab. We have Sun Song now, so I feel less pressure to skip hearts. Especially full heart containers.
Yeah, so that 9 hearts goal is somewhat online now. It will take time to do. It's one of those goals that, like, normal bingo you can get actually pretty quickly with certain glitches, exploiting trade quests, RBA, and stuff like that. But in Bear Quest, where you don't know where you're going to find it, you just scramble in heart pieces and heart containers wherever you can, I imagine. Goals like
Yeah,
that, and
yeah.
then goals like, 30 skulls or something like that is 10 songs. The goals are generally not an issue in normal bingo, are pretty annoying in Beta Quest.
Mm-hmm.
One of the weird little quirks about playing this game mode. Now we're back here again. Haven't you explored here yet?
The whole second level, and I think the whole third level.
Right, okay, yeah.
And we're back here.
And then I think GTG as well.
You get a lot of options in Hyrule Field. There's a lot of loading zones. It's a really good hub to find because there's grottos and loading zones and enemies like this P-Hat to kill you if you want.
Yeah, to get the Lon exit.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
We'll sit through it. They sped it up a decent amount, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, almost older cutscene, basically.
yeah. This is a basically useless loading zone. You can't really do anything here. There is defeat Ganondorf as a square sometimes, so
I bet that one takes an age to get to do.
it's an annoying one for sure.
Yeah, because in order to beat Ganondorf, you need magic, bow, light arrows. In order to get light arrows, you need bow, shadow, and spirit medallions as well. So it's quite a trek. And then find the load zone again.
Can you get a warp into the light arrow cutscene?
You do Temple of Times to
Oh, okay.
to trigger it. There's no actual... I haven't seen one, a mid OOT one. There is milk on the board. I think it's probably going to be worth it to wake Talon here.
Yeah, with Sunsong especially, it's like a pretty quick one to do.
Also, milk is a weird one to get. Because when you finish the mini game, you get into how can you like there's a loading zone that happens after beating the mini game, so you get warped away.
Yeah, we've already been in Talon's house where you would play the milk bottle mini game and actually get it that way. But like No Face said, doing that. Beating that minigame will take you away from there. So you'd have to get back without dying or save warping to actually collect the bottle. Whereas this way, I think getting a Pona song, or at least setting up to get a Pona song, anywhere I get a cow, will be able to get me the milk.
Yeah, and London has a decent amount of load zones. There's a couple of houses leading into there. There's the Pona song cutscene as well. It can lead you into there as well. So there's quite a lot of ways to get there. So you should be able to find one pretty quickly.
Well, this is one of the reasons Bottle was so good. We haven't used it a ton yet, but until you find an ocarina, it's basically the easiest way to play songs.
Yeah, this is a glitch we use to play you can play any weapon as an ocarina basically by having a bottle in hand with an item and then pressing, being an animation like a backflip or a side hop or a little shuffle, and then pressing the bottled item and then the weapon you can hold in your hand like the boomerang, a sword, hook shot, whatever. You can play the item as an ocarina, and it functions the exact same way. So it's really useful in order to just skip getting an ocarina if you can't find that particular load zone.
Oh, he marked a square.
I marked a square, which was a miss, as we know.
Okay, so he's got the bean.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you hear us talk about OI at any point, we're referring to ocarina item.
There's Fire Boss keywords on the board. That'll be good to try and remember. Trying to store it in my brain. That's really good
that's
too.
really good.
Yeah, that's good.
Very good.
For the frog's heart piece. Okay, I really need to remember this.
Yeah, unfortunately you can't do it right now because you just need a ranged weapon to damage Phantom Ganon. You can technically do it without, but it requires a sequence of glitches to hover up to high enough so that you can damage him in midair.
It would be really cool, but
But it's very difficult.
Yeah.
To takes a lot of practice to do, and it's not particularly useful in any other situation.
I'm not too worried about getting back there at this point. It seemed like that was a pretty easy spot, so hopefully I can remember. Cack so far, at least, I try and make little like notes in my head. It's like Cack seems to lead either Cack itself or it's been some pretty good dungeons so far. I think DC was there, that now Fire Temple's there. So even if I can't remember, oh, it was exactly the party house in Cack. It's like, okay, it was somewhere in Cack. That at least gets me on the right track. So often I will personally, 2 hours later, when I'm trying to recall, I will know that a specific spot was good. I just don't know what good thing it was. Usually that's kind of how it goes.
I was going to ask, like, how are you keeping it in your head, like, the moment? Do you have a rough idea of, like, what you can and can't go, like, or can and can't get back to?
Yeah, I mean, I there are certain things where it's like, okay, I know exactly where that's at, and then there's other things that's like, I was there, but I don't remember the exact path. So it definitely comes into play as you're trying to target certain things later. Because again, right now we're still kind of just in exploring mode. We're not really trying to hit any specific square at this moment yet.
Does it work as shell as well if you have the hookshot or not?
So just having the hookshot in your inventory, I was
Cool.
We did that upper one. A lot of force.
Yeah. This happens a lot when you have, like, hubs with a lot of entrances. You just loop back around constantly in the same area.
There we go.
And again, you can clip pretty easily. Of course. Why wouldn't it go back to Gorilla Fortress?
So Cat goes to itself, Fortress goes to itself.
Link is cold, it's just like the heat.
Okay.
Back alley at night's actually really good because you can
Yeah.
do these doors, which are only open at night. That's a
Oh,
sword.
that's pretty
the
good.
square. And...
And it's a miss.
Aww.
Again, 37 far piece is something you can... It's only one load zone, but it's also one that you might just find by accident. So, can't imagine. Pick that.
Yeah, especially too, you could hover up there if you really
Yeah.
were looking to mark it. I think I've done almost all of the forest already.
Back up market.
Let's do this one.
Yeah, the doors are locked at night, so you have to clip in. And as we said, walls are a suggestion.
Yeah,
You can,
I'm pretty sure there's no collision over the doors.
Yeah, there's
so you
not.
can just jump over them.
yeah.
That's true for like every door, I think, in market.
Yeah. It's just that not all of them you have a good setup to jump over them.
Yeah, you need some sort of height, like a box. Something
Yeah.
like that. Again, you can't use any items.
Yeah. But there is some floor behind the scenes, like behind the shop walls, so you can use that to go behind and access other loading zones.
You can maneuver around
Yeah.
pretty carefully to get to like the
So-
potion shop, for example.
Yeah, and you can get to the Happy Mask Salesman shop.
Oh,
Oh,
the
yeah.
Zora.
We'll grab easy hearts, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no reason not to.
Huh.
Nice Song of Time cutscene.
Song of Time cutscene. Yeah, this
Yep.
is a good one to die on because you're almost never going to actually get the Song of Time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Might have to die with the bomb, but
I might have to do it myself, yeah.
yeah.
Come on. They got pretty close.
Oh, yeah.
just-
Only 2 bombs. Okay, it's not too bad. At least you can buffer with
The
the...
chicken.
Yeah.
You can use like cutscene items like Ocarina or the trade items to like basically get rid of clear damage frames and then get hit by the same explosion again to consistently damage down. Which does come in handy with stuff like this, but also for like cutscene skips, efficiently in the vanilla game. Another trial.
Another trial.
That's half them done now.
It's 3.
Yeah, we only need 3 more for a free square. Yeah, the Runnerguy will try to die every time he warps here to see what loading zone he gets. We're back here.
I'm back here again.
Yeah, Zelda's becoming
Yeah,
pretty critical at this point.
Yeah,
pretty good right
we
about now.
found what 2, 3.
I think 3 so
Three, I
far.
think, yeah.
Another one. We're back here again.
Hylia Graveyard, Hylia.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is where these ones get pretty annoying.
Yeah, it never ends.
Yeah. There is some entrance we cannot access yet. There is the water temple entrance. I guess we can.
Could, but
Yeah, you can. It's
Yeah.
just not very fun.
Yeah.
I don't know if that one's gonna ever be worth it.
Yeah.
I might as well pick up this. I don't know if there's anything on the board where I would need to shoot an arrow. Sometimes you see
Yeah.
something like fire arrows, but I don't see anything. Still, I'll grab it just to have a spare ball. Worst case, I dupe over it and
Yeah.
put milk in it or something.
Yeah.
I guess long shot, potentially. I could shoot arrows for a key or something.
And Runnerguy mentioned like shooting an arrow and while grabbing Rudo's letter. It's because what happens when you use RBA or Reverse Bottle Adventure? When you RBA Rudo's letter, you get a single arrow in your bow.
Well, it affects your arrow count essentially. So depending on what quiver size you have, it will refill your arrow count.
Yeah.
But if you have 0 quiver, like no quiver at all, you'll get 1 arrow to shoot with, which
Exactly.
can be useful sometimes if you can't find a quiver for whatever reason.
We already did that trial, so I might as well save warp. This would be like entering the trials outside of Ganon's castle.
Yeah.
You may have seen on the save screen, there's a little bit of text saying like hold R to override the save warp. And that's basically there to, if for whatever reason you get stuck in an area like a dungeon you can't get out of, you can save warp when hold R, and that will put you back at the start of the seed, so you can escape a locked area basically, if you can't get out anywhere.
Yeah, there are a couple situations in Beta Quest where you could get stuck in like a closed loop, and then you're just trapped in that loop if you get yourself into it. So MZX added that feature just that you could restart the seed, get to the beginning, and get out of it.
Yeah. You keep your items, but you go back at the beginning.
Right. The first loading zone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm grabbing this just... If I would find Phantom Ganon again, I just want to be able to kill him and then not try and store it.
It's also useful having a range weapon of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like sculptures and stuff. If it ever comes up.
And we're back here again.
Yeah, this is where Sun Song is really nice, because I think we're just going to start... Like, I've done pretty much every loading zone here. We might as well start using it in cases like this. This would be like leaving the Nodal brothers' house right here.
Mm-hmm.
So it just gives you basically as new options in areas where you've already been here a lot too.
Just can't skip this place, can we?
Yeah.
Have some options here.
Yeah. To the Hyrule Field, there's a bunch of grottos in Hyrule Field you can check, worst case scenario.
Yeah, we talked about some of the grottos. The generic grottos we didn't mention yet. Every generic grotto is its own unique one as well.
Damn it.
Let's try this one again. We do have new ones.
Why?
We do have new ones here.
Yeah.
There are also a couple we haven't done here, yeah. Nice. A little bit of parkour around Gyarados Fortress.
Back here.
Do that one. Actually gonna do this, I think.
Yeah.
This would be like leaving the entrance of Lawmon Ranch. I think that item works here.
Again, Kakariko, you gotta find tons
Yeah.
Yeah.
ways here.
I don't think I tried this one yet.
Oh,
Huh.
that's a good one.
It's a new area, at least. Oh.
Oh,
that's a
no,
full trial.
only 2 trials left.
2
That's
trials
good.
left to get a free shot.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And we usually play that as like a wild card. You can save that to whatever you would need it for, basically at the end, whatever you cannot find. Obviously, it's helpful if you already know what his final ship spot is to pull that one off, but still a lot of dying.
So you prefer dying than going out the door of Ganon's castle?
Yeah, dying's a new loading zone for that particular orb cutscene,
Okay.
whereas anytime I want to leave the trials, I could
Just leave.
just leave
Yeah.
after I get back in there.
Yeah, true.
Maybe aware that if you burn your Deku Shield in the collapse sequence, it'll crash the game. That is true here as well. So you have to, if he's in the collapse sequence like that, you have to be a bit careful
These
to avoid
loops.
any burning rocks.
Yeah. You gotta be careful. It only crashes if your shield burns and Zelda is in view.
Right, that's what it is, yeah.
Yeah. So still going around, getting new entrances.
We had done a decent amount of the Death Mountain crater already, so I'm really just kind of, every area I'm in, I am focusing on clearing them out in terms of what loading zones we haven't hit yet.
Nice.
Go for some more bombs.
Pretty quick bomb.
Always gonna need bombs.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can get super screwed by RNG because the bombs in the bushes are 1/16th drop. And you can
Oh, that's
bomb
pretty good.
grass literally for 2 minutes and not get a single one
And
sometimes.
that's the square,
That's the
and that is
Miss. Unfortunately.
I would have been pretty surprised.
Yeah. It's
Um,
one of those ones that's pretty quick to do, so.
But it does kind of give me some information on that right side, column 5, about the Ganon's boss key. It's night, is it not? I don't think he's gonna...
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fine.
there's no free chickens around him, so.
There's potential I could get this milk bottle. I'm thinking Epona Song is still the likelier path to the milk, but we'll keep it in mind. Oh my god. We're leaving.
Yeah, yeah, we're leaving because what happens is if you drop bugs, catch them, and drop them again, your bugs will dig instantly.
Yeah, you gotta be careful when you have bugs in a bottle because you can lose them by accident if you just spam your bottle
Yeah.
sometimes.
That Hess was worth it.
Yeah, that's why usually fish is the safer one option.
Essing is always worth it. I don't
Yeah.
know what you're talking about.
Yes, that's another speed trick you can do with bomb with a hyper extended super slide or a Hess, where you use something called the ESS position, which is just outside the dead zone, the control stick. You hold that while getting recoiled from a bomb or any sort of damage source. It's similar to a super slide. You go flying back at really fast speeds, but you can control it by moving the stick around. As long as you're in that position, it's the best way to get around quickly in this game. That's why explosives are so important.
We've now found like 4 magic spots,
Yeah.
and those are really tough to juggle in my head. Like I have a couple, but the longer it goes without finding Zelda, the harder it is to maintain those spots. We might just be searching for them again later.
Yeah, because 2 fairy spell is on the card. It's really good to have them. It's just hard to remember them when you're not taking any notes like Runnerguy and Ball are.
It's very good.
Yeah, this is very good. That gives us opponent's song.
Nice. Yeah, with opponent's son, you can use it to milk any cow in the game. So that Richard's letter Bolly Go actually might come in handy now.
Yeah. Also, when we say milk, milk is on the board, you have the square lit up as long as you still have milk in your inventory. If you use the milk, you lose the square.
Yeah, that's true for every item on the board. If you, for example, like dupe over your fairy ocarina, that's no longer, you haven't got that goal anymore. You have lost it. Same with Lens of Truth, same with One Shot, same with milk. Nice.
How was that not in her range?
Yeah, her range is like surprisingly small.
Yeah.
Actually very annoying to do this with ocarina items.
Yeah. Because you can't be too close, because if you're too close, you can't backflip. Because talking to her will take precedent.
There we go, that should be...
There you go.
Yeah, so for Battleship, in terms of like the misses, I guess I could, you know, lose the milk if it ends up not being a hit. And it doesn't really matter. I gained the information I needed, but
Yeah.
for the actual battleships, we will need to keep them.
Mm-hmm. And now we just need to find a cow,
Any
which
cow.
I don't think we have seen yet.
Um,
Oh no, that's not.
There was one.
There was
At least one.
Yeah, we got the heart piece there.
Actually, 2. I was in the stable as well.
Yeah.
True. See, I don't remember these.
It's tough. It's tough.
I remember where we've been, but not how we got there, basically.
I'm not trying to keep track. My brain will just burn.
I need to remember skulls still. These super easy ones. I know I've passed them
How
by.
many are you at now? Oh,
5.
5, okay.
Yeah, we got a ways to go.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, it's something you don't want to just spam, get 25, and then pass up a bunch of easy ones later, so
Here we go again.
here we are.
I feel like we've been out this exact same door like 8 times at this point.
Probably, yeah.
Pretty much done all of the fortress, I believe. Yeah, we have options here. I think I'll go this way.
Here we go again.
This one might be new, though.
Yeah, it's a new one, I think.
Tree. This is not new.
I don't know if you actually explained it, but yeah, this will end when one person finds the other person's ships, every single ship.
Yep.
Once that's all done, the game is over. In traditional bingo, you would pick either a row, column, or diagonal, and the first person to complete those 5 goals will win. But this is Battleship, so first to sink all 3 ships.
Yeah. It's more akin to a blackout bingo, basically.
Yeah, a blackout bingo is when you try to complete every single goal, which does require a separate bingo card because there are some goals don't work with each other. They are like one goal will lock you out of another goal and prevent you from doing other goals. So you need a specific bingo card that will allow you to actually complete all the goals on the board.
And we do have a time limit. Just there can be some seeds where it can be tough to even get all of the, the squares. 3.5 hours to even. Obviously, at this point, I'm still trying to collect pretty much everything. There aren't any squares I've essentially eliminated yet. But there is a time limit on it. Whoever would have the most ships kind of sunk or hit, if it doesn't come to a full completion, would still win.
Also there, if Runnerguy didn't equip Mirror Shield, he would have lost his Deku Shield.
Yeah, we want to keep the Deku Shield.
Yeah, because once again, if you lost the Deku Shield, then you have to unmark the free shields, which isn't actually a big deal because it wasn't actually a hit. But it does give information, I guess, to Baal about where he might be if he unmarks it.
Yeah, this is actually a hub we haven't seen in a while, so...
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up more bombs here.
Yeah, you can bomb this Rolling Goron to get a bigger bomb back.
Yeah, it gives you a bigger bomb bag and refills your bombs, so
Yeah.
get a 2-in-1.
Yeah, while you're here, you might as well
Yeah.
take full advantage. The money just in case he finds a shop.
Yeah, I don't know what else I'd need to buy necessarily, but it's good to just...
It's good to have
Fairly,
it just in
yeah.
case.
I think you're fairly done buying stuff at this point. You have all 3 shields. And we're back here.
I know one.
Yeah, I was wondering about this one. This is another grotto. This is a unique grotto. Has 2 redeads inside of it. With a
least
goblet
usually.
chest. Yeah.
Oh,
this
that's
is
really good.
Great. The Lens of Truth is a goal on the board, and also there's also more bomb chews here you can pick up.
I'll probably grab the chews. Just there's not too many chew tricks I would need here at this point with the bombs, but it's good to have them.
Yeah, you might. It's a very quick pickup. Have a stick here as well.
Sadly, we cannot use Blanket, but we have explosives, so who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
I did not completely forget about explosive.
I'm a little low on health. I'll try this like once or twice. I could actor glitch as well.
I was gonna try to. Oh,
It's too funny.
that's too much. Yeah.
I can do this. I can do this without buffering. I have shield.
Yeah. This is a vine clip. He's gonna swim and try and get to the. Nice.
Nice.
Very nice. I don't know how you can get to dead hand without having to load the water. There's other ways of doing this. You can do a trick called actor glitch to unload certain actors in the room, which includes the water. You can just go straight to the room. Fun fact, dead hand can actually spawn out of bounds. So it makes it impossible to kill him. Which
That would be really unfortunate.
pretty funny.
And also, fun fact, Dead Hand doesn't care what weapon you're using.
Yeah, it's strange. I don't know quite how to explain it, but yeah, like each dead hand is sort of programmed to die for a certain amount of hits more than the damage, I think.
Yeah.
Something along those lines. This is another goal, though.
Yeah, and I still have a lot of confidence in column 5 being like a 3-ship. So it's good to get some other squares on this side of the board, I think.
And...
Miss. Again, it's one of those ones that if you find Bomb the Well, you're going to get this. So, not surprising. Maybe they didn't pick it.
Yeah, it wasn't... the fact that it is ours, you know, I have to start thinking about him getting my ships too. I don't know. There's another stick.
Yeah.
You know, I think he will eventually do it. You know, once he exhausts kind of all of his Kakariko stuff, there's not too many other things to do in Kakariko. The good news is it is Kakariko. There's a lot of other things he could try before finding it. He might get frustrated and go adult early, or struggle with it. So there's still potential for it to give him some problems.
As a reminder, this is a race. If you want to see the other perspective, you go to ESA Marathon 2. You can see Bal's perspective of this race and see what he's up to.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
interesting.
that's really good. Actually, that's really good and really bad.
Yeah, this is doable as child.
It is.
It sucks, but it's doable.
I think Goron City shop. If I got magic, I might attempt it, and I need another dungeon. The thing is, I already have King Dodongo in my back pocket. I already have Phantom Ganon in my, so I don't think I'm gonna need to do it.
Yeah.
It's not worth banging my head against the wall trying to do that as a child here.
Yeah, because this is kind of hell. Also, I just saw 26 deaths. It's quite a lot of deaths.
Yeah, but seeing a number that high.
Yeah.
There is 6 Zora's HPs. We'll try and remember and keep this in mind too.
Oh, that includes Ice Cavern.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Just keep.
Well, no,
in mind.
it could be Iron Boots for Zora's Fountain, the
Right,
bottom
yeah.
of Zora's Fountain.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, we'll kind of see how that plays out. Iron Boots potentially useful in Water Temple too.
Or the Grotto.
Grotto Chain.
Back. It always leads back to Kakariko.
I haven't collected these yet. We might as well.
Yeah. Finding Kakariko at night's actually pretty nice because there's 5 Sculptures here you can pick up.
Oh, and first instance of ISG?
Yeah, this is ISG, the Infinite Sword glitch. When you interrupt a crouch stab on the last frame of the animation, it makes your sword hitbox constantly active, so it hits every single frame, so you can do stuff like that. Little jump.
Actually, I was gonna get this heart, but I'm gonna leave it because we did not ban duping in beta quests.
Ah.
Because you can't just cycle through it.
Yeah. So in regular bingo, I actually didn't notice that. If I actually keep brought up, in regular bingo, 9 hearts would say 9 hearts in brackets no duping, because you can dupe that man on roof heart piece pretty much infinitely as long as you keep doing the trick properly. And so by leaving that there, it basically means that if he doesn't want to go his way to find bosses or heart piece, you can just spend time in Kakariko duping that heart piece over and over again to get to 9 hearts. I actually didn't notice, it didn't even say no duping until you mentioned it.
Yeah. Oh, in the corner, I wonder where
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Of course, back of Thieves' Hideout.
Yeah. Then back in here.
Back through his fortress.
Try this time. Running out of spots here too. Actually, a lot of our hubs.
Yeah,
It's not super common that I kind of full clear hubs like this. This seed has been friendly to get back to them, but almost too friendly.
yeah,
getting back to them.
Come back here an awful lot.
Okay.
Oh, really?
That's really funny.
Okay.
That's a right warp.
Yeah.
We would call that.
How rare is that to get the...
Typically, I've had a seed with 3 before, but most seeds have none. So I'd say it's probably average like 0.75.
Okay.
Every 4 seeds I would play, I might get, 1 or 2 that have it. Did I do that? I don't know what 75% chance.
Yeah, sure.
Of it.
Sure, yeah.
Math.
Okay, I forget what you're trying to say, don't worry.
I haven't seen a battle goal in a while. I hope he's doing okay.
No, I hope he's doing okay.
Yeah. Might be lost somewhere, who knows.
Or he's doing a mastermind plan to get every goal at the same time.
Is that common in battleships to like withhold information, withhold goals.
Typically, we don't allow withholding information in a mode that isn't lockout mode. So Ball and I play a lot of different versions of this. Commonly, we have draft type modes like this, where we look at the card first, we pick things. I'm gonna put this here for now. I kind of want the letter still.
Just in case he might need
Just in case I need to shoot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Better to have it and not.
It's not likely, but
So what Runnerguy is doing right now is he's catching his bugs, but moving his bottle at the last possible time. So by doing this, he's basically duping a bottle over any items you want.
Yeah, do this any item in the game.
Yeah.
This is like one of the first glitches discovered.
Yeah.
For Ocarina of Time. That's marked milk. That is 3, 2, 1, miss.
okay. I can get rid of it now if I
Yeah.
don't want it.
Yeah.
Again, milk is also useful to have for RBA purposes because it affects your bomb count.
True.
You can
I might
RBA.
want to keep it.
Yeah, so if you might as well sort of explain RBA now, honestly.
Yeah, we can go over RBA. We
so-
have time.
Yeah, so RBA is a glitch where by using the bottle and your B button, you can affect parts of your inventory based on what's on your C right button. Normally, this is just used to dupe items over certain inventory slots. So, like, the RBA nuts, for example, it would just put a bottle over your nut slot. Because you're basically using the item value and the inventory value of certain items. So, by catching bugs on your B button bottle, you're basically putting item value 29 bugs over inventory slot 0, deck nuts. And that will apply for most of the inventory until you get to, like, items where multiple items can be on the same inventory slot, like bottled items when there's like 10 different options you can have, or trade quest items. At that point, you start going beyond the normal inventory values and go into other parts of your inventory, like your quest status screen, your sons, your heart piece count, your medallions and stones, your like item upgrades, inventory upgrades, ammo counts, and certain items will just affect those. So like we mentioned milk. Milk points to your bomb ammo count. So if you were to catch item value 29 bugs on your B button, you'd give yourself 29 bombs. You'd set your bomb ammo count to 29. Same with like fish points to Deku Nut counts. That would give you 29 Deku Nuts. When things get really interesting is the trade items, because they point to really weird parts of your quest status screen. It's like mushroom, for example, you can use to give yourself 1 heart piece. Not like it puts your heart piece count to 1, essentially. So you can give yourself an infinite amount of heart pieces, essentially. And then like Poacher Saw affects your song count. So by using bugs with Poacher Saw, you give yourself Zelda's Lullaby, Serenade of Water, Prelude of Light, and Nocturne of Shadow, which is very handy because there's some summons that are really hard to find, really hard to get sometimes. And then like Broken Goron Sword can be used to affect your medallions and spiritual stones and things like that. It gets really weird and pretty complicated if you're not used to seeing it.
Yeah,
But it can be super powerful.
It's quite powerful. It's not, oh, you can just give yourself everything, but you can do a decent amount of things.
There are like limitations to it, and it isn't foolproof. You can, because it's essentially you're flipping bits from 1s and 0s. So if you already have a 1 and that goes to a 0, you just lost something, basically. For example, if you were to RBA Odd Potion, that would set the bits of all the Spiritual Stones and the Son of Time to 1. So you get Son of Time, all 3 Spiritual Stones, but it also flips the Son of Storms bit to 0. So you would lose Son of Storms if you have it. And if you already have Son of Storms, you can't get it ever again. So you can delete it permanently. So it is a bit risky. And you can also really screw yourself if you're not careful. We did find a bomb bag here, but you could also RBA Kajiro, and that would give you a 40 bomb bag and a 20 quiver, a glitch 20 quiver, which can be useful sometimes. But it looks like we're not going to be doing much RBA unless you...
Possibly the sticks.
Yes,
Yeah.
because like Deku Stick count you can edit with egg, adult trade egg, actual stick count. And again, like it is exactly 30 Deku Sticks, and that means you have to have 30 Deku Sticks at all times, otherwise you lose that
Yeah.
goal. If you use a stick, you have to unmark it.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Ball's struggling. If he does not have Sunsong, there's a lot of loops in this one that he might be getting stuck on.
Yeah.
I think this is the adult side. We could potentially get some more keys here.
Looks like it is.
I don't have Zelda's Lullaby yet, but I think I'm gonna. Oh no, it wasn't. It's a child side. I do have a key.
Yeah. You want to use it though?
I don't think so.
Yeah, so this door to get into this room is locked. So you could use this key to unlock it, but then you'll lose a key. And if he finds another way in here without a key, then he might find himself stuck or not be able to progress further.
I still know where the main entrance of Spirit is, which is the most important one. I can get back there if I need to.
That's a really good place, actually. Is only one of the exists of I mean, basically 3 of the exists. It's different in Lostwood, right?
Yeah, if you take like one of the generic like lost paths back to like Kiri Forest, they're all the same. I'm
Yeah. It always, if you think about it, is always where you would end up in vanilla.
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah.
If that is a different place, then it will be different in Beta Quest. It will take you mapped to some other location. If it takes you to the same place in vanilla, then it will take you to the same place in Beta Quest.
Yeah.
We've pretty much done all of the market too. It's pretty rare for me to have done all of that already.
Hub to hub.
I think there's 5 entrances in market that brings the cash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, at a certain point, we have to think about going adult. I'm trying to think, like, what do I still want or need, other than just finding good places. But sometimes you just kind of get stuck in a child spot, and you need to go adult to just refresh kind of where you're at. Ball got 3 shields.
Got 3 shields.
Still missing. That's good.
Yeah, we've had the 3 shields for a while now.
Yeah.
Has it? Oh, we have.
We
yes.
have.
Oh,
Yeah.
they got it, yeah.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah. That is a miss.
Here I go dying again.
We've done this like 4 times now, I think.
Yeah. The Octo's getting pretty confident.
Yeah. A pretty good sniper. Huh.
This was good. Yep.
Yeah.
It's like I did not remember that was exactly a fairy fountain,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, the part that's getting rough at this point is trying to remember everywhere you've been and where you haven't. Because in CAC there is 1, 2, 3, 4,
There's
5.
tons of ways to get into CAC and out of CAC.
There's something like 9 or 10 entrances, right?
Tons, yeah.
yeah, there's plenty in CAC.
Alright, so he's back here.
Yeah, we haven't done... I think I was at the upper one once and I went back. We still have the grotto here.
Does voiding give you another one?
I don't think so. I think voiding in the lava would just take you back to
Okay.
that spot again.
Yeah.
I think like Wall Master
Huh.
would grab if that would grab you in a temple. I think that would warp you away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because normal voids take you to start the room, whereas Wall Master to start the dungeon. So it's a completely different load zone. Oh.
Oh,
Interesting.
Yeah, this is not going to be worth it, but it is another Sun Song spot.
Again, no boomerang, so not doable right now.
Yeah, and I was in Jabu, but again, I'm not worried about the Beat 4 dungeons. We can pick up other hearts.
yeah, this is the 6th boss we found so far.
And we found a lot.
Actually, have we found... Which one are we missing? I think we have all of them.
Actually, you're right. Yeah, we have found every boss.
We found Bongo really early.
Yeah.
With nothing.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
That's good. This is a CAC I actually
New
have
one,
done.
yeah.
I sun-songed out of this shop, so we've done this before. try this. Yeah, we might consider going adult and just hope that things kind of work out, especially if time continues to melt away and it really might come down to who has the most ships hit. We can go and start to target some squares.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you found entrances like Windmill, which will give you storms, for example, already as adult.
And don't mind Link, he just went out of a brick wall.
Yeah, this actually has a unique opportunity to do an adult loading zone in CAC.
Oh, right, yeah. The entrance is normally the archery game in Kakariko.
Yeah.
So that door for the adult archery in CAC is always there, even as a child. They just put a brick wall over it.
Yeah.
So if you come out of it in Beta Quest and then you void, you're kind of still in the door. So you can just...
Nice.
Oh. Back here.
I think Lost Woods is left. The shop was good. What it was, I don't know, but it was good.
It was something.
It was something.
Something you couldn't do right now, thank you.
Yeah, we will leave it for later.
Yeah.
I think I remember, but I'm not gonna
I think I
say.
might remember as
Yeah.
well, but... Huh.
Like leaving.
Somebody,
Yeah, that one's unfortunate.
yeah. So that entrance is Dampé's grave, leaving Dampé's grave. But you can access that load zone as child by like hovering out bounds and stuff. It's just like way too much effort.
Yeah.
Let's do King Dodongo.
You remember when I get there?
I think it's this guy. Not directly.
Directly, but...
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So I'd remember
That's such
that
a good memory. It's crazy.
I guess when you do this every week for like 5 years, kind of get the hang of it.
Is it all the running that gives you the good memory?
There's definitely, you know, when you play Beta Quest like this, there's certain things that you kind of try and make a note of, or little tricks for your mind. I think that stuff's super interesting. I think that's why Ball and I like to play that way.
Yeah, being good at these kind of randomizer is really a
Yeah.
insane skill.
Different
Very different
type of skill. Yeah.
As I know, Runnerguy and Bal have been doing this every Sunday for like 5 years. Like, almost every Sunday for
It's
like
been
5 years.
it's been years. Yeah.
They've been doing this for. So they're pretty well versed in how this goes and
Yeah.
how this works.
I'll pick up this heart, I think. Well,
This is your 4th dungeon, right?
Goma, here, Twin Rova. I think 3.
3? Okay, maybe 3.
I guess you can get back here easily if you
Yeah.
want.
I'll take this heart and probably Goma's heart before going adult, and then maybe we start to think about going adult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know where the Master Sword. I did remember that.
Good, because I didn't remember.
I did not either.
Did not keep track whatsoever.
And if I did, I would not tell you. So.
So if this would happen to be a good spot, but I cannot finish whatever, I can get back here. If I take that blue warp again, it will put me in Death Mountain Trail, not where this is cutscene's gonna go. But if I would die then in Death Mountain Trail, it would take me where this cutscene will go. So you kind of watch the cutscene once, and then the blue warp kind of acts like a normal blue warp.
Here we go again.
Okay.
the music that plays usually here? No, right?
No, because normally there's
Yeah.
the tower collapse.
Slaps.
Yeah.
But obviously there's no music here originally, so
Yeah.
it just overwrites it or anything.
Yeah, I was kind of confused for a second.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hmm.
Like Hylia it is. I'm gonna Sun Song after this. This will be new. This one was very nice in terms of hubs. There aren't usually seeds like this, but now it's almost like the hubs are done, so it's those little off ones you gotta find. Ball has 4 dungeons, but that is also a miss.
Mm-hmm.
There are new ones here. Let's try this.
Yeah, you can see that ball starting to speed up.
Yeah, it's interesting to sort of see from this perspective and think about what he may have been,
Yeah.
not been.
I wanna... We'll try this again.
Right, yeah.
If this is good, I'm gonna be so mad.
If it's CL.
Mm-hmm.
And we still haven't seen Requiem.
Still got the Requiem in your back
Yeah,
pocket,
yeah.
just in case.
Just saying.
You never know.
How many reloads do you have to do as child?
Child has to do like 24 to 27, I think,
Okay.
roughly.
Yeah, because it's between 17 and 20 adult, I think.
19 with nothing, 17 with hookshot in hand.
Yeah.
From the temple, at least.
Yeah.
All that just for this.
Unfortunate.
Well, at least no, it wasn't good, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
look on the bright side.
Okay. There's been so many of these that brought us here.
Mm-hmm. We have Sun Song now, so I think I'm gonna try and do something like this.
If you play Sun Song in the boss room, normally it would take you back to the... If you save open a dungeon, it'll take you back to the start of the dungeon, even if boss room or not. That's very good, actually.
Oh yeah, it's really good because we were scared we wouldn't be able to go back to the first temple.
But if you play Sun Song in the boss room, it reloads the boss room, so that's another entrance you can check.
It is unfortunate that it's the owl. Well, no, it's not. I can go to the real fortress as adult and get right there. So that is very good.
As an adult, it's a lot easier to get around the Gorilla Fortress because you're a lot taller.
Yeah. Then you can hover if you really need to get somewhere.
So that'll be forest. I mean, I'm trying to look at the squares and see like what. I want the. I should get the Child Lake Hylias and get those hearts, and then I think it's time to start thinking about it. Yeah. We haven't found Shadow. We haven't found Zelda, but I mean, we're getting close. We're like over halfway of the time. Let's grab the hearts.
Yeah, we don't really need to die a whole lot anymore.
Yeah, there's still going to be some deaths, but...
The thing that sucks is going back to Goma is you have to open the door, right?
Yeah.
So you have to come back again.
Just go sleep a few times then.
Yeah.
I think this one's new.
So in this situation, if you die here, do you go back to the same spot since you went from the blue orb?
The first, where that cutscene, when I watched the Goron Ruby,
Oh yeah, that brings you back there.
wherever that went, if I would die there, that's where that would take me to. I'm grabbing this just because we do have that Hyrule Field heart piece.
Is it fast fishing or regular?
This is regular.
Yeah. Luckily, as a child, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
The only adult fishing there really sucks.
Yeah. Shoutouts to Glitches Hondo.
Don't. Just have nightmares about that. So you can do a glitch here. Got I'm delay to get the gold scale as a child. Normally you're supposed to do this as efficient as adult to get gold scale, and you'd be a heart piece as child. You can swap over the prizes. Having that is useful to get that Hyrule Field heart piece from that grotto.
I don't think I need a wallet.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think it would be like tunics, but Sword Tunic costs 300 anyway.
Yeah, usually I end up getting them from not the shops.
Yeah, normally it's just in Zora or the Rolling Goron.
No Hyrule Field Skull.
No.
That is good.
Oh,
That's
that's
good, though.
really
That's
good.
really, really good.
Pretty good. Well,
We'll grab the boots for now.
It is good, but bad at the same time.
yeah, because you can't really get here as adult, right? It's from child market.
You can enter that grotto in Hyrule.
Right.
Because I left the grotto, so that should work.
Oh,
Right,
okay,
right,
okay.
yeah,
So
yeah.
that's really good then.
That should work.
That's pretty good then.
And we don't have Zelda yet anyway, so
Yeah, we can
I'll
finish
just try
it.
and keep it in
You
mind.
can't even get 5 skulls in Shadow anyway.
Yeah.
There is a skull in Shadow Temple behind the boat, which is requires Zelda's Lullaby to start.
That hand really does suck as Shadow.
Isn't too bad.
Also, that wasn't Child Market. It was the back alley.
Right.
Which you can... if adult gets put in back alley, it's not like it's
right. It
barren wasteland.
doesn't go to the scene, right?
Right,
Yeah.
it's the
Gotcha.
correct
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
back alley. So there's potential to do that still.
Oh, and Bal got another gold 37th art piece.
Still missing.
Still not.
Yep.
Ooh.
the lag.
Okay, well.
Okay, so what Runnerguy tried to do there is a distance mega flip, we call. So what it is you get, before doing the mega flip, you get pushed a little bit and then get a little bit more distance.
Oh.
I might save warp.
They're a little tricky to pull off,
Yeah.
but especially when you got lag frames to work with.
Yeah, and the thing is, when you plan into C4, the buffering is so laggy that you kind of want to do everything unbuffered.
It's so laggy. all right, no, here's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
Do this instead, yeah.
Okay, I forgot about that.
You forgot about that, yeah.
Oh, and if Runnerguy dies here, he's gonna get sent away. So.
We'll just risk it.
Maybe fine.
Hey! Oh. That's fine. It's a new it's a new entrance. It's fine.
It is new. It's
Of
fine.
course. Useless.
Yeah.
Ooh, before I go adult, I want my bugs in a real bottle.
Right. Because currently they're in beans.
In the
right?
beans, yeah.
Yeah. So you can't equip if he's got a fake bottle duped over like a child item, then adult can't equip that, and vice versa. So you want to put them back into a real one before. When we say real one, I mean ones on normal bottle slots.
So what's gonna be your plan once you get adult?
I think we're going to set up for the 30 Decker sticks. We'll try and do that. We'll be able to get the Cookery Forest. We will be able to hopefully get to the Forest Temple, beat Phantom Ganon. I don't think we've been in Water Temple yet.
I don't think so. No, just as Morpher's boss room.
Long shot's still kind of off the table. Yeah, I think the last thing I want to do as Child at this point is get those like Hylia skulls. I'm not worried about the Goma heart. I can get that. This was Fire Temple. It's kind of good just to
Yeah.
Wow.
do some things that...
Just refresh you.
Yeah,
refresh
refresh
you a
it.
little bit. Oh, there we go.
Well, we might as well just do it now.
Yeah, while,
Yeah.
while you're here.
So that would be your fourth dungeon.
Yes.
The fourth
right?
one, yeah.
Fourth dungeon.
Kind of sad we don't have Boomerang. That could have been a good, cool thing to show off.
Yeah. Yeah, so on 64, it's actually quite difficult to tell the fake one from apart from the real one, because they're both kind of dark. On Wii and the other versions, the real one's a lot brighter.
So the best way to go about it on N64 is to listening to the sound where you can hear the horse coming in. Yeah, don't blink.
We can use ISG here to get a pretty quick kill.
Okay.
Nice.
There we go.
That's actually pretty kind.
Yeah, that
you
was-
don't
that
get
was
one
clean,
cycle.
yeah.
He can actually be a bit of a troll.
Yeah. Yeah, if he gets up in his last hit, that's where he can go crazy and do the
Yeah,
dive. And
he has this one attack that's like rainbow dive attack, which he only does when he's on like really low health. And so if you miss a one cycle on PG and he gets down to that low health, it's actually kind of a troll because you can just do that over and over again instead of shooting the ball at you.
And this is a hit.
Oh,
Hey.
nice. Okay, let's go.
Kaboom!
Now, is that 2 ships or is it part of 1 ship? The ice traps is a pretty good square. I also have that square. The 3 cookery ones is Cookery Forest area skulls is not. So I'm kind of thinking that's potentially 2 ships, but we'll kind of see as it plays out. I have not done this actually.
Huh.
Leaving Water Temple.
Yeah.
All right, Octo, your time to shine.
All right, buddy.
Time for maybe our 50th death.
Yeah, this Octorok has one job, and it's just to kill you over and over and over again.
That took a lot of
That's
time.
very delayed animation, yeah.
Is it lag or?
I think it's just the animation.
Oh.
Oh, that's good.
We're missing only one.
That could come into play later,
Yeah.
sure.
And of course, there's a new entrance dying from that cutscene.
Yep.
Any new trial, we wanna just see what the orb cutscene would have been.
Because you can come back to trials at any time because it is the start of the
Yeah,
seed.
that's fortunate.
Mhm.
I think I sun-songed out of this one. Yeah, it looks fun. There are some new ones here.
So this is Lost Wood coming out of Sacred Forest Meadow.
Yes. We have not gone Lost Woods this way yet.
This is the Goron City shortcut.
Oh.
Back here.
I want the Lake Hylias. I should have got them instead of dying right away.
That's the adult scene as well.
Yeah.
The stones are only in the pedestal.
Yep.
I think I died out of this one too. We could save warp. I've done that.
Here we are.
Let's just reset. Yeah, you're right. I was right.
Yeah.
Oh, I want those skulls, and then I immediately
Yeah,
leave.
you've been in Lake Hylia about 4 times since you said that.
Okay, next Lake Hylia, we will get them for sure.
I'll hold you to that one.
Yeah.
Another occasion to use Sunsong.
Having the ocarina would be really nice for as many
Yeah.
songs as I've had. Not that this is, I mean, it's great that the bottle can do it, but
Yeah.
you think about all the times I have to drop and catch
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
do that move.
each drop and catch is about 12 seconds, so it's a lot of wasted time.
Yeah, we surely lost over a minute by just doing what.
Fine, taking this entrance and see where it leads. Ah, interesting.
Done most of the trail.
At this point, is it just the like Hylia skull you're looking to get, and then
Yeah.
I think,
adult?
yeah, I think that's going to be the move here.
Hey, buds.
This is Temple of Time. Not directly.
Yeah, eventually.
Was it?
I don't know.
I don't think we've
Let me-
done that before.
No, I have. I think it's... Well, I'm not concerned with it yet, but I'm pretty sure that's where we want to end up going for Temple of Time somehow. Still an open grotto here.
Back to fountain.
These loops.
Yeah, some loops are just kind of brutal.
That's where Jabu is.
Right, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think the Lake Hylia skulls, and then it's just
Yeah, I feel like you're
with
just
the
getting...
point. There's only so much you can kind of do here, and hope that you find Zelda.
Yeah, you've got at some point just gotta cut your losses and move on.
Yeah, once we're adult, there's always a good chance to get Zelda's Lullaby with trade quests.
Yeah, it's also an option available to us.
Yeah, it's still a bit rough because you only have 3 minutes on the timer.
Yeah, I'm not sure if...
It doesn't happen very often, but even still, just to be able to go and collect a lot of the other potential squares.
Oh, that's what it was.
We didn't Sun Song here.
Again, Sun Song in the boss room is a different loading zone.
Yeah, Sun Songing in a boss room is like opening the boss door, which you'd really have no reason, especially in like Water Temple actually wouldn't be too bad, but some temples it can be quite a ways to navigate to the boss. So
Okay, yeah. Not particularly useful then. There's another grotto we can check. Back at the nice shop.
let's try again.
Okay.
Why is there 2 entrances that comes here?
Grottos are not part of the one. So
Oh,
that's a
right,
perfect
yeah.
example of there's kind of a one-to-one set of all of the quote-unquote like normal loading areas, and then grottos kind of overlay that set. They're like a bonus, if you will. So grottos will kind of randomly pick those ones. That's why there's multiple ways sometimes to get to a spot like that. Hang on, I gotta get my perspective. We did beat them and go that way, so I'm not sure if I went this way yet. We have not done this yet.
Ah, this is new, yeah.
Very sure we've done that. Yeah, we have.
We have been here, yeah. In that grotto.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we surely have.
Yes.
I wonder if we've been here.
I do wonder, yeah.
This will be new, though. The good news is, Ball is probably also thinking at some point to go adult here, and he has not found the lens yet, which it would be really, really nice if, like, he somehow confirms that to me, like he clicks Zora's Tunic or something.
I forgot that was a thing when you play Sunsong there, you have to open the door.
I actually didn't know there was a thing there. Never had to do that before.
I just need a Lake Hylia. Now, when I want it, that's it just disappears.
Yeah, I think there's a single entrance we haven't checked here, and we can't right now.
I know I've done all of the market. This goes to Fire Temple. There was a Lake Hylia after this, right? At some point? No, I beat him.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. To the forest.
The forest is one of the one where going to the boss door is kind of annoying.
Okay. There's a grotto and a fairy fountain up here that are both new.
I'm in Sculptures as well.
Yeah, 12. I mean, we still have a decent ways.
Yeah.
I'm not really worried about them.
Yeah, it's one of those goals you just get done over time as you do other things.
The only thing it would help to really have it now would be for the knowledge of potential ships, but I don't know that it's going to give that much information. I have not hit that trick today.
You did once.
Nice.
There we go.
There we go. Oh, I got him off the screen.
Nice. You can do that by mashing the target as you go up ladders and vines. It's very hard to do on like GameCube controllers, for example.
Oh,
this is interesting.
nice. I'm happy we got that.
interesting.
Yeah, we
So-
can explain that one.
Yeah, so that's the Sky Temple. It's just like a extra weird little beta entrance that exists.
Yeah, I think it's in the vanilla game. It just is
You
inaccessible,
can't
obviously.
access it even through Run Warps. I'm pretty sure you can't access it.
But MZX added it to part of the set, and there's 3 Iron Knuckles that come at you, and you cannot move. So they are going to hit you. So we actually made it one of the goals of Beta Quest. So to clear it, you have to have enough hearts, which if I had 5 hearts, I actually would have survived a hit. Or you have like fairies, or you have Nehru's Love.
Yeah. Because there's 3 Iron Knuckles, the axes hitboxes sort of overlap each other. So what happens is you get hit, you get killed, fairy revives you, the second axe hits you, kills you,
Yeah.
and the third axe will hit you and also kill you. So you have to have 2 fairies or like 13 hearts.
5 is enough.
Oh, 5 just to kind of like survive.
The first hit will...
Yeah, because you get 9 frames, right?
knock
Yeah.
back.
So you still need like quite a bit to survive, and then just go kill the Knuckles as well. So.
We have done this, but it's been a while. Let's try it again. The fact that we found so many, like I kind of start to meta what Ball is up to or what he's found. The fact that 2 fairy spells he has not marked it yet, at least tells me that he did not find an early ZL, because we found so many of the magic spots. If he had it early, he probably would have found 2 of those by now. So I'm guessing ZL is giving him some problems too. Which, I mean, it's fine if both of us don't find it. Like, I'm okay with that scenario. It's just really bad if he finds it and then I do not find it.
It's always funny to me when you get out of that room while the mouth is still open.
Yeah.
and closed. Huh.
Yeah, I can take the heart.
Yeah.
It's up there in the corner. I mean, the only way it's really a ship is if he diagonals with the Hyrule Field one, which seems kind of unlikely. Let's do this, actually.
Oh.
Am I going to lose these?
Oh, wait, for a second, I thought you were going to do
Yeah.
Ganondorf.
Just this, for now. I don't think I've entered Goma's room from the basement. I have not, because I would always take Zelda here. So this one will be new.
So quiet.
Yeah.
Very eerie, yeah.
Yeah.
Quite a lot of echo. Huh.
Random house.
Random house?
House, we've been here, I think, though.
Yeah, we definitely have.
It is the potion shop. It is probably worth trying to remember that that's the shop if I do want to do that RBA chain.
Because if ZL does become a problem to find, you can fall back on taking some time and do Poacher Saw. Yeah, but mentioned earlier, you can use Poacher Saw with a glitch called RBA to get some sons like ZL and a bunch of warp sons. So if finding Zelda becomes an issue, you can fall back on that as a potential out for Zelda's Lullaby.
Yeah, but for that you need to be able to trade in Kojiro.
Yeah,
and
it's quite a long.
It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a good 10-minute commitment. Plus having to
find all the stuff you need.
plus navigating from Lost Woods to the potion shop on the 3-minute timer.
Forget if I got this one. Yeah, I did. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, Lake Hylia?
Uh-uh.
I mean, we are still exploring a little bit, but there's not too much more exploring at this point.
have a good idea of how to get to most areas.
To be done. Yeah, I mean, adult is going to be going and kind of targeting a lot of the squares I can get pretty quick, and then seeing what's left, and if we get any more hits.
Oh yeah, you do.
This
have a...
is potentially a lot of information.
Okay.
Okay.
Both Hyrule Field Heart pieces is a miss.
Okay.
Oh.
That pretty much excludes 9 hearts, which is good, so I don't have to worry about
Heart containers.
yeah, heart pieces, heart containers anymore.
Yeah. Kind of sucks that it gives you your 6th one, though.
Yeah. Yeah, we kind of balanced that, I think, decently well.
Yeah.
I probably could have been a little bit less, honestly, but I'm okay with how that went.
Yeah, you didn't know the time, so you had to go and just roll with it and hope it works out sometimes.
Yeah, but at least you don't need to die that much.
Yeah, you sort of explored a lot of the deaths at this point.
So if you go back to Sky Temple, can you use Sun Song to get another entrance?
You have to beat it.
Okay.
So you're locked, you cannot move. If you destroy, kill the Iron Knuckles and then go to it again, it will be a new spot as
Okay.
well. It kind of goes away.
Mm-hmm.
I think we were in the shop and left, but it's been a while, probably, for that one. Sometimes Sun Song just gets you out of the chain.
I'm sorry to jump in. I'm going to take the reins for a couple of minutes
Absolutely.
here.
Go
Oh
for
my
it.
God.
Yeah,
It's
go for
only
it.
been nearly 2.5 hours, but we are back. Tiltify is finally out of maintenance mode. That means everybody at home, you can go, 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 go. Couple of things, though. We're trying to make this as fun as possible because we've only got like an hour left of this run, give or take, right? So just to come in with things, there's still a chance that it might not be working for you specifically at home. Just give it a few minutes. It's kind of rolling out of maintenance mode. This is also, you know, jokingly, we could also just stress test them right now, but you didn't hear that from me. There's also the the now sanctioned Mizu and Staratar ESA Marathon 1 versus ESA Marathon 2, because it's the only run of the event you're actually going to be able to get this going again. I'm expecting the pings to just kind of come in and start firing in. So remember, you can get your rewards, get your pulls, get your incentives. You have basically an hour and a half to get the Elden Ring incentive. That still needs like $1,100 to $1,200 on that to get the 2-player 1 controller for that randomizer run. So stressing all of that out right now. But get your messages in with hashtag TeamStream1 or hashtag TeamStream2. I'm a bit of a Stream 2 anti myself, I'm sorry, I'm just going to admit it. Right? And at the end of the run, we'll be able to announce who wins that. And also, I've had it pre-approved that apparently we can now sell warp songs, Runner Guy. So I'll be honest, I don't know what that means, but I'm going to wait to find out. So $25, and I hear this is a meme in your...
My
with
stream.
Your stream, right? Sorry, then it's going to cost them $25 to basically send you all around the map, I guess.
Yeah, I use a warp song, which is going to be useless.
That's fine. We need to add 6 hours to this estimate now, because I know what chat can do with that. Right, but good luck, lads. It's all just going to... It's going to be an hour of chaos now that this is in. You've been absolutely great sports so far. But everybody at home, good luck. We are back up. And go try and break it. You didn't hear that from me. Bye.
Yeah, so remember that Requiem we picked up about 2 hours ago?
Yeah.
You want to see Runnerguy play it? You know what to do.
There it is.
There you go.
Hey, we're back.
Finally. All right. I'm going to collect these 3, and then I'll be able to get the 4th one pretty easily as adult.
And afterward, we'll be pretty much good to go adult.
Yeah, I think it's time to just cut our losses.
I don't think there's
see what we
much
can do.
more like child-only stuff you need to do.
Nice.
Okay, so that's gonna be an interesting one. This is what we call a super swim. So while shielding in the water, you can keep the momentum of the bomb hitting you by keeping targeting over and over again.
Yeah, it's similar to like Super Sliding and Hessing.
Yeah.
It kind of like preserves your momentum
Yep.
across long distance. Here we go again.
I wonder what's happening now. Never seen this before.
Ah,
Yeah,
Lost
gotta
them.
go again.
that's fine. I'll get old friend Octorok.
Yeah, Octorok will help.
Be the pal.
I love how it's all bright when it's night because of the explosion.
Yeah.
Right, lads, you're happy for me to jump in now that we've actually got some stuff to read?
Yeah,
Go for it,
absolutely.
yeah.
Go for it.
Fantastic. We have $10 from German names, I swear to God. Dennis Bosch, DE. I can tell that's how you're German. Donations are working again. Congratulations, we're back now. Actually, $10 from Zeddy Bear coming in as well. Oh my God. You can tell I've not been doing anything for 2.5 hours. $10 from Zeddy Bear with saying, just screaming that we are back. And putting that to the Halo Dolls draw entry and the Elden Ring 2P1C. They're getting that kicked off again. Where do I go? Oh, you're going to love this one. I have $10 from Stream2 Fanboy, who says, I don't give a heck about what the dweebs on Stream 1 are doing.
Oh, wait.
And puts that to the 2P1C controller cam. We have $10 from... oh my God. We have $10 from Surari? Oh, that's a very wacky name there. Who says, always lead to Rome. Wait, I meant Kiriko. Help me out, lads. Karaki. You can tell I've not done...
Kakariko.
Kakariko, thank you. There's like a running meme that I can't say words, and if they start donating for that again, I'm leaving. He's putting that to the 2P1C controller cam, and that is us all caught up, lads. Thank you.
Oh my God. Yeah, so like I was saying earlier, having someone to talk to or to read will always take precedent into backflip him. So what happened there is Runnerguy was too close to the soil patch and was reading it every time.
This one is not that precise, I don't think.
No, you should be able to just win.
Yeah. There we
Should be
go.
alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is new. I mean, it's pretty desperate when we're like mega flipping to go find
Bridge,
new,
yeah.
new
Yeah.
loading zones.
That did not help at all.
Nope.
There's some skulls here.
Yeah, I'm thinking I just want to hover over the fence.
Yeah, so you get three different loading zones here. Because on each fence there is a loading zone for when you jump out with Epona, when you steal Epona from the wrench.
Yeah, and that was hovering. I think we've seen hovering yet. When you have ISG active, Infinite Sword Glitch active, and you shield damage in midair, you actually stick in midair. And you can use that over and over again to gain a lot of height and a lot of distance.
Because the way ISG works is, while you're slashing, you cannot fall down ledges. So, while having Infinite Sword Glitch active, you cannot fall from a ledge. So you basically stick in the air when you hit damage. When you shield damage, rather. back in graveyard. Someday we'll find the Temple of Time again.
Yeah, I think I know where it's at. I just wanted to get those Hylia ones out of the way.
I think we found, what, 3 Temple of Time entrances?
We did. I'm
Yeah.
looking specifically for the Master Sword side one, but I will obviously take the other one.
Yeah, it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
yeah, it's not like the door time is hard to skip.
Yeah. Anytime he comes across grass, it's going to be looking for bomb drops.
Yeah, my bombs surprisingly got low.
Yeah, 3 bombs is
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
You have like 25 bomb trees or so at least, so it's a good backup.
I do still have the milk.
And the milk, yeah.
Oh, speaking
I mean-
of juice. And we can actually buy them because
Yeah, being
the way you can
DC.
buy, yeah, you need to beat
You're
the
too
Dungeon
slow.
Outside again.
Yeah, I guess it's a good time for them.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Fantastic, lads. I have $100 just come in from Slask.
Yeah.
I believe we're saying that. Who says, I don't know if this is the table, it says, I date you to Dampe HP.
I'd marry you to that page.
Okay.
Is there some lore here that I'm not understanding?
In Ocarina of Time, there's a heart piece you can get from Dampe the Gravedigger. He digs up spots in the graveyard, and it's a 1 in 10 chance each time you can dig up a heart piece. And in 100%, you have to get the heart piece because it's 100%. But you can keep going infinitely if you get really unlucky. And Slask is the unluckiest person. He has the highest amount of Dampe attempts of anyone in Ocarina of Time. He was there for hours, and he got over 100. I can't remember the exact number now.
103, I think.
103, yeah.
Yeah, so he's the world record holder
Yeah.
for the long,
Most attempts.
the most
Most
attempts of
attempts.
Dampe in a single run.
It's, yeah.
You're saying that he's the unluckiest man, but he's came in and dropped this lovely $100, and he's not claimed anything for it. Like, Slask, get your t-shirts, get that 2P1C incentive bet, interact with the polls. I don't even know which ones are up anymore. Get Stream 1 versus Stream 2 going. We have another we have $5 from YTP Renewed. It says, last night I dreamt I was wandering a house in some kind of time at the tunnels of the campus of my alma mater. The rest of the this is clearly some kind of like Scottish, like anti-Scottish propaganda that's going on here, because this is the most butchered version of the English language I think I've ever seen. I can't read this. There's no rhyme or reason to what I was wondering and when. There's no rhyme or reason to me to understand what you're writing, sir. God bless you. Get that towards your incentive. Stop bullying me on stream. We have $10 from Frames Bound, who says, is there an orb? Is there an orb with this run? We can go
Orb?
An
An
orb.
I don't believe there's any.
No.
No.
God bless. I'm feeling personally attacked already. We have $25 again from Stream 2 Enjoyer, who says he's looking for warp songs and also has hashtag Stream 2. So they are. I can tell you right now, Stream 2 is significantly in the lead
Oh, come on.
already.
Those
and
losers?
look, I need to sit here on Stream 1 and be professional, but this makes me happy.
How dare you?
Yeah.
We're right here.
There's nothing against you. I'm just extremely biased.
Feels like a personal attack.
I am not ashamed of where my loyalty lies. I miss my Stream 2.
Is this some Scottish versus English thing? I feel like it is.
No comment. No comment. We have $5 from Zephyr, who says, let's go, hashtag Stream 2, let's go. And he's put that to the Elden Ring 2P1C controller cam.
I'm not standing for this slander.
And that's fine, you're sitting down. We also have $10 from Anonymous, and their message is anonymous because they've wrote absolutely nothing for it. So thank you to you out there, you know who you are.
Okay. This, I believe, in some form goes to the Temple of Time.
Eventually,
I'm
maybe.
pretty sure there's a path that will do it.
Eventually, maybe, possibly, find Temple of Time or something.
Yeah.
I remember
Why?
Hyrule to Lake Hylia, and that was, I know that was the chain to it.
Lad,
Bad at their job. Not as good as Octo.
Octo really is the goat for killing you.
And we're back here.
Probably went up. Usually if I'm lower, I go higher. But we might have to try a couple of these chains. I think we're going to have to try that chain somewhere else along the way.
I think there is some kind of anti-Scottish propaganda going on here. First of all, we have... I will make you within melee range. Don't make me walk around there. We have $15 from Anonymous. So, bless you, you haven't left us a message either. I'm just going to assume that this anonymous guy... I swear to God. This anonymous guy just has a lot... No, I wasn't saying that was the problem. But he's put that towards the Elden Ring 2 P1C controller cam. And we have another $25 in from Slask, who says, purple bird... That's not, he doesn't even say purple. That's just, he just says purpur. He's not even spelt it correctly. He says purpur burglar. It's not this difficult. It's not this difficult, I swear to you.
Are you sure? You make it seem that way.
Do you want to swap seat? Purpur burglar. This is a terrible language and I hate it. I'm leaving.
Meanwhile, you're still...
We're still looking
time
for that temple.
Yeah.
I mean, Zelda would be great too. It's not like we cannot find any new spots either.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing when you have so many options, it's hard to find the right one you've been through.
Ball got the long shot, so he has a hit on us now as well.
Yeah.
And is most likely adult in Water Temple.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think he's doing this as child.
Right.
Getting to long shot as child is quite convoluted.
Yeah, it's doable, it just sucks.
Yeah. It's really cool, so if he did it, like, kudos. But,
Yeah. It's very unlikely, though.
Yeah.
Speaking of taking shots, lads, we have $1. I can't believe I'm doing this for $1, by the way. We have $1 from Kai Sakurai, who says, someone said all roads lead to Kakariko. Am I saying that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic. But then more roads lead to Gerudo Fortress.
Correct.
Yep.
Also, how well is your... oh, no.
Go on.
How well is your pronunciation of Kokiri?
Yeah, yo, that was
Kokiri
great.
for first try. Let's
Yay!
go. You aren't getting me for $1. They do apologise to me. Sorry they had to do it. Saying some of the channel needs to be able to do it. Wonderful. That's all I need. Next they'll be sending me in the puns and the jokes. It's almost as if I said that on purpose. We also have $15 from Mr. Ryodo. English is a terrible language. I hate this. He's in the crowd as well. He's going to bully me for that one. Who says, stress testing, you've got me working on my holidays.
There we go.
Enjoying the stream, everyone. Who knew there were so many roads to Kakariko?
Oh.
I'm so stressed out about saying anything.
Yeah. I get it, don't worry.
Yeah. So we finally got to the Master Swords.
We did.
So we are now adult.
It was kind of a troll spot because in that area with the castle guards, if it is night, it will always put you on the crawl space side. Whereas when it's day, if it's actually from the courtyard side, it will put you there. So I knew it was that path, but the time I entered it, it was night, so I got confused of what that full chain actually was.
Yeah. So now we can start sending some shots to...
Yes, we have an hour left, which typically an hour is a decent amount of time that you want to be adult and go do, you know, start to really clean up a lot of the squares. I didn't put the...
You put the bugs back?
I didn't put the bugs back.
I was wondering if you remember.
Yeah, we'll have to get rid... Getting rid of the milk is fine because...
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
It wasn't a
it's not
square.
hit, exactly.
Also, I love that we ended up getting to Gyarados Fortress after Master Sword cutscene. It's just to ride in teams with the seed.
This should be a new one. Adult save warp will take you to the pad of Temple of Time.
Yeah.
Or that's
Oh.
where it normally goes, but we haven't done that one yet.
Yeah, but
I don't believe.
Bao's going pretty fast. He just got 9 hearts.
Yeah, he's
Not a hit,
making
but,
his moves.
Yeah, now it's gonna
Yeah.
start to come in a lot.
Yeah, now that they have all the information, they can, and the equipment they need, they can pretty quickly just mark off all the goals they
Yeah.
think they might need to do.
We know Ball is almost not sinking our force ship. I mean, there is some world where he goes back in time and finds the lens, but I'm thinking that the lens square is probably safe
Yeah,
at this point.
He's already, he's a dog, he's got a long shot. So,
Speaking of Battle, the Stream 2 crew is really rising up with him right now.
what the hell?
We have $40 from Alex. It says, greetings from Austria to the ESA staff and to the runners. Let's get a warp for Runner Guy. Watching Stream 2, Val, let's go. He's got his Goosebert honk shirt with that, and he's put that to the 2P1C controller cam. And very quickly, I have a $4 from Stream 2 for Life, who is this is actually a personal attack against me. What do you think of that, Mister? And I swear to you, he has listed maybe about 14 to 16 different like Scottish slang, and I can tell you right now, I'm not allowed to read 12 of these on this stream.
That sounds about right for Scottish slang, yeah.
Yeah.
As somebody who knows this language very well, I can tell you right now, I appreciate, because I got a really good giggle at sitting here and reading this. No, I would get us banned if I read the significant amount of these on stream.
Sounds about right, yeah.
I'll give you a couple of them. I'll give you naff.
Yeah, okay.
And I will not. And if you want me to explain what that means, you can pay for
sure,
it.
sure.
But bless you, Stream 2 for life. But unfortunately, TOS is TOS. So thank you.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah. Okay, so what is Runnerguy doing here is he's gonna get a bottle on his B button.
Yeah, remember about 2 hours ago when we explained RBA? Well, this is what he's doing now. So yeah, he killed bugs with bottle on C, right? And that goes to third bottle slots. And he has a third bottle with bugs in it now that he can actually use. And now, with the egg, he can increase his deco stick capacity as well to a 30 stick capacity, which will give him the exactly 30 deco sticks square. Once the RBA
Once
say,
we collect them, yeah.
yeah, either just buying them or to at one point he usually just RBA a fairy because fairy points to deco stick count.
Yeah. By the way, if you want more information on Reverse Bottle Adventure and Bottle Adventure, Danny B on YouTube has 2 great videos that explains it in detail.
Yeah. If you want like a more technical, in-depth explanation about them, I highly recommend watching them. They're very well-made videos that go into great detail.
Yeah, shout out to Danny B.
But being here as an
Oh,
adult...
look at that.
Oh, look at that.
All right, look at that.
Comes in handy.
Yeah, that makes us skip Bolero though.
I don't want that.
Don't want Bolero.
Yeah, who needs a warp song?
Who needs warp songs, right?
Someone did buy you a warp song.
Oh,
Yeah, it's true, so...
true.
Yeah. Pay up.
Speaking of paying up, we have $10 from Slask again, who says, I have Swedish autocorrect, and it's hard. Also, you didn't fully read Purple Bug...
Thank you, Slash.
I'm trying. Purple burglar. Purple burglar. Purple burglar. I swear to God, I'm leaving. Goodbye. This is not worth it anymore. I'm leaving. Somebody else take over.
This is great. Keep going, please.
You want to give it a go?
I'm good. Yeah, you're the announcer, not me.
I did not get paid for this. Purple burglar. I'm coming back to this one. Goodbye.
No.
Oh, nice.
Very, very useful load zone.
Every road leads to market.
I'm gonna go and force my way to storms, I think, just in case. A frog's heart piece is just so likely to be a square, and I think I'd rather take hits at this point than try and hit, you know, a bunch of squares that I think are gonna end up being misses anyway. So
Yeah.
we're kind of at the point where that just might be the best play at this point.
Yeah, so right now what Runner Guys wants most is Zelda's Lullaby. Maybe a shop to get another Deku Stick.
Yeah, the storms is needed for the frog's heart piece
Yeah.
to go back in time. We've already beaten Phantom Ganon, so Sheik has already moved at the pedestal. I literally just need to do that loading zone again. I can go back, hit the river. I'm thinking I probably want to do that if the ships are kind of it's not really kind of going in my favor with, I don't know, 15 minutes left or something.
And we still might want to find we might still want to find another loading zone that leads to a trial.
Yeah, that's still
Yeah.
on board still.
Is it one?
It's one.
It's
with
one, yeah,
With
two
one.
with
Oh,
One,
choose.
yeah, it's one with bomb, two with choose.
Yeah. So what Runner Guy is doing is the Dampe's Grave and the Windmill is linked, so you can get
Yeah.
storms through here.
There's no load zone between the two.
Yeah.
If I may, lads, we have $2 from YTP Renewed, who's asking, any hope of playing Battleship with Wind Waker?
If the Windmaker community wants to put together...
Up to them. Yeah.
Bang on. We also have an anonymous $40 donation, and all they say is, honk. Of course, they're getting their goose better shot with that and putting that to the 2P1C Elden Ring controller cam. Just to give the good people in the audience and at home an update on that, you have less than an hour because we were suffering from maintenance difficulties. Taltify. So you are $566 out of $1,500 for that. So you have a lot of catching up to do on that. I am seeing a lot of donations come in that aren't actually taking use of our polls, our incentives, or even the rewards. So make sure before you send your donation through to double check all the tabs and make sure you're getting the most out of it. Thank you very much. We also have a $10 donation from Zet, who says, I always thought Sploosh Kaboom was Wind Waker exclusive.
I mean,
I take it you know what, I take it you know what that means.
yeah.
Yes.
In Wind Waker, there's a mini game that is basically battleships, or like Minesweeper with ships essentially. The answer says sploosh and kaboom.
And last but not least, we have $2 from Kai Sakurai again, who says, oh no, he died. Again.
Yeah, I'm curious what the death count is at now, actually.
We'll have to see what the final
Yeah.
count ends up being.
It was at 26 like an hour ago. So
Yeah.
Are you keeping track?
It's on the file.
on the
so-
file select, there's a number that gives you your deaths. Yeah.
Wonderful. And just as a bit of fun, I can give you a small update of hashtag Team Stream 2 is ahead by like $60 odd
gross.
compared to Stream 1's
Come on, people.
0.
I was gonna say, do we have any yet? What is
No,
that?
I'm okay. I'm okay with this, honestly.
Come on. Doing our best here. Oh, Dampe's Grave.
His house.
Dampe's house, yes.
This house, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I can go. I can knock out this Lake Hylia skull here.
Yeah, that's gonna be another goal.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe hit another ship.
Nice.
He was gonna bother me.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. This is a hookshot jump he's going to try and do. You get into this sort of weird state when you mash hookshot like out of a bonk or another animation. And it sort of like preserves upwards momentum. And you can do this. It's kind of neat.
Hope I can do this up here.
Yeah, yeah.
Should be fine, as long as your bugs don't fall down. Ooh,
Okay, we're good.
a little bit closer. Yeah.
All right, that's a new goal.
New goal.
And this is a miss.
Unfortunate.
We'll get him next time.
Yeah, I'm thinking that that's got to be 2 different ships because we've hit a decent amount. I haven't. At some stage, sometimes you start to just actually do the math and realize there are just no other possibilities. I don't think this one is going to end up getting to that level where there's only certain exact possibilities of ships left.
Yeah. So this is pretty typical of battleships. Get to this sort of stage where you found like 1 or 2 each, like almost 3 hours in.
Usually it's a bit more at this point. I think this one's been pretty rough overall.
I guess looping around the hubs didn't really help.
Yeah, the hubs weren't super helpful. Not having Zelda made it pretty difficult as well. Yeah, it seemed like there were a decent chunk of hubs, but once you cycle through them, you don't really want to be in those spots anymore.
Oh, we're back here.
Six ores HPs. I'm kind of more focused, I think. If I'm going to get anything in that corner, I'm probably going to focus on the frog itself.
Yeah.
Over the 6. I can get this full now.
Gentlemen, I have good news. We've had $1 in from Kai Sakurai who says, for stream 1, you're doing great.
Oh, thank you.
And your petty donation.
Finally.
Yeah, we can finally get there.
Someone with good taste.
We also, this one might be for you, Greg.
Okay.
We have we have $10 from Zas Lies, and their message is simply purple bugler love.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm not, thank you.
Thank you.
Why are you doing that?
Please keep them coming. I'm really enjoying these.
I'm not. Please stop.
All right, so Runnerguy did mark Orca Kiri Forest area sculptures. Unfortunately, that is also a miss.
Yeah. All right, and Zoratunic was hit, and this is a miss.
Yeah.
As expected.
We kind of figured that one, but it's
Yeah.
literally right here. So.
Yeah,
No harm in grabbing it.
yeah.
Gentlemen, we might be nearly 3 hours into this run, but we have a $1 donation from Please Explain asking, how does bingo work? What are the stars for? What are the explosion symbols? Honk, honk, honk.
Yeah, if you rewind about 3 hours, we sort of explained at the start, so
Just watch the VOD.
good luck.
You know?
We can refresh.
Yeah. Yeah, so
We can refresh the
yeah, so
concept a little bit if you want.
this is a bingo board. It's a 5x5 grid of goals to do in the game. And usually in bingo, you pick a row, a column or diagonal, and the first person to beat those 5 goals will win. But this is a battleship bingo, which means that the two players who are racing place a 2-ship, a 3-ship, and a 4-ship at the start before they even start the game, which is what those stars are for. And then the goal is to complete the goals and sink the other player's battleships. That's what the explosions mean. And the first person to sink all the ships wins. And of course, this is also in Beta Quest, which is a mod of Ocarina of Time that randomizes all the loading zones.
Just to finish us off with this bit, lads, I have a $10 donation from Mr. Rildo in the crowd, who is once again trying to get us TOS. So I'll skip through the nonsense parts and get to the part that you're all wanting to laugh at, Greg. And that's he's asking P.S.
Parallelogram?
Yes, thank you. What you said.
You should get up there.
Do you want to just swap it? I'll come over into commentary.
Yeah,
You can come up here.
Do you know Infant Ocarina time?
I've not got a bloody clue. All I'm concerned about is the fact that they're sending in nonsense words and you can actually read them.
I don't know, man. It's basic English. I don't want to tell you.
We're never getting through this run.
$4 from Stream 1 stole my lunch money. Saying Scotland, is that like discount Wales? I will find you.
Oh, that is harsh.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's not even the best bit. They do not understand the objective at all because they've said hashtag stream free. They don't even have one of those.
They're lost. They're completely lost.
I'll tell you what though, they do actually know how to use the incentive system because they put that to the 2P1C controller.
There you go.
Which again,
Thank
I can't
you.
stress enough, lads and ladies at home. You've got like 45 minutes to make like, hold on, I'll go get the thing for it. See, that's what you've done. You've made me go full Scottish now. This is what you've done. You're 570 pounds, dollars
Yes.
into that. So you're about 930 shy for the 2P1C controller cam. This is it. You're dealing with this for the rest of the run now. I'm fed up of yous. That's it. Don't cheer for that.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, we'll screw this up.
I'm just specifically going for the Frog's Heart piece. I'm just banking on that being a hit because I really feel like
There's no way.
there's no way that it's not,
Yeah.
and it just feels like we're at the point where we got to really
You just got to hustle, basically.
just got to
Yeah.
do what we can. So
You remember where it is?
no, I don't.
I mean, there's a lot of Zora's River.
yeah, there's a
eventually.
decent amount of Zora's River. Unfortunately, I know one of Zora's River it links to itself, so that kind of eliminates one. But
Yeah.
I'm hoping we can find one fairly quick and then go back adult fairly quick as well.
I'm being backed up now because I have a $1 anonymous donation. This is the thing, you're backing me up, but you're not putting your name to it, who says, let's not bully the Scots.
Why?
What do you mean, why? We also have a $10 donation from Not Slask that says, Carol at work, Carl at work is at pains to point out that his name is not Carol.
Sure.
Yeah, sure. Put your money to our incentives team. Come on, I don't know if I need to go through this.
Real
Oh,
close.
Nice.
that was
Good bonk,
close.
good bonk.
Nice bonk, nice bonk.
Yeah, he was catching the fairy. I'm assuming this is for stick RBA.
Yeah, we have the stick capacity at this point. So that will give us, the fairy will give us 29 sticks, and then I just need to find one more somewhere in a shop.
Yeah, it gives us 29 sticks because bugged is item value 29.
Yeah.
So when you RBA them, it will give you 29. At that point, you just buy enough one from a shop and you have 30 and you're good
Yeah.
to go.
Getting bottled on B again here.
I appreciate that I'm potentially not the only one getting bullied here because I have $100 from Zas that says I'm slack. Slask even.
I'm Slask.
I'm slack. Either there's a meme here or this poor Slask guy is just getting pelters right now. And bless him, he has put that to the Elden Ring 2P1C controller cam and he's also rewarded himself with a nice Metroid shot. Just keep in mind, people, I'm going to need to bloom and say this, right? Your donation, you can accumulatively get rewards off of that. You don't need to donate separately. So if you want to get more than one shirt, you can, if you want to get 2 shirts, you can make that $80 and bring that in. If you want to get put in for the Halo doll entries, I believe they're $15 just now. I need to double check that. So 55 will get you that in a shirt. Just remember to make sure that you're getting the most out of your donations.
Alright, so now all we have to do is make our way to Zora's River again.
Yeah, Zora's River square, anywhere with a Deku stick will also complete a square
Yeah.
at this point.
So any sort of shop, like Kiri shop, then Bazaar,
Yeah.
specifically.
Or somewhere like
Yeah. Like a
Decketry or...
yeah, anywhere where like barbers or
Yeah.
drop sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even Stout Horse can drop sticks randomly. Well. Right, this is the...
Yeah, we don't need the hearts, but I'm just going to go through this path.
Yeah.
Oh wait, the Kakariko gate was open.
Yeah, happens if you go back in time.
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually.
Normally you open it with Zelda's letter, of course, but
Yeah.
when you... I'm pretty sure it's get back in time.
Yeah.
It opens.
All found the fairy ocarina in the middle of the square, but it's pretty late to it's not going to like gain him a bunch of
Yeah.
time save at this point.
Yeah, any time somebody would have gained from it would have gone by now, pretty much. It's too late to really make a difference.
Mhm.
If you had found it like 2 hours ago, it would have been huge. But
Right.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, if I may jump in with a little follow-up, we have $1 from Thanks for Explanation. You're
welcome.
Is the best.
You're welcome.
Thank you for going through that again. We also have $100 dropped for Stream 1 with lunch money. I think that rocket shoes into the lead who's saying
Hell
giving up lunch for our controller cam seems like a fair trade to me. They're getting their Goosebert and Metroid shirts for that and put that towards that. And just in the interest of fairness to everybody at home, we've reduced the 2P1C controller cam incentive from 1,500 down to 1,000 on the realization that, you know, you kind of couldn't do anything about it for 2.5 hours. We did do our best. So in the interest of Fairytale and, you know, actually wanting to put on a good show, we've made that a little bit easier for you to get to. Which, speaking of which, you're at 791. I was going to say pounds again. You're at $791 for that. So
the only currency that matters.
yeah, the currency very much does matter.
You agree on something.
You know what? This isn't allowed. Out. We have $10 from. They're sending me Scottish and expecting me to translate that. From Fingers the Hand, who says, I don't think this is a Scottish enough run. Have $10 to a fellow Scotsman. Thank you. I'll take that.
Yeah.
So also Ball redeemed the Fairy Ocarina.
Oh yeah. Well, we did that a minutes ago, I think.
Yeah.
Oh right.
Oh, we're back
More
here.
fun.
That's what Morphle was, yeah.
Also, you will notice that the stick amount in the inventory is a bit weird. It happens when you mess around with
the
RBA,
bottles, yeah.
with the
Yeah.
bottles and
Yeah, when you have bottles in places where the bottles shouldn't be, it tends to mess with the graphics of the menu, the pause menu quite a bit. You can get some really bad ones where it just flashes at you. You get flash banned. It's pretty bad.
And it's really funny when you get your inventory full of bottles. It freaks out.
Yeah, it does not like it one bit. It turns out it does not like having bottles where bottles shouldn't be.
Surely we've been a million times in Zora's River. We can find
We
it.
have.
Surely.
Surely.
And again, it took us ages to find Lake Hylia as well, so... This is where things start
I'll try
getting
this again.
tricky, where you're 3 hours in, you try and remember how to get to this one location.
Yeah.
One spot, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, lads, we have $10 from Mr. Ryodo in the crowd again, who I swear I'm going to go up there and find him, who says, basic English, Dear Greg, lang me your lumfreak, sir.
That's not English. What are you talking about?
Hey, I do not apologise. I'll point him out to you if you want to click a word.
Where is he at? All right.
Couldn't be,
In half an hour, I'm coming for you.
couldn't be any further away from you. Could you? This was strategic.
Howard sit in the back.
Thank you.
That Octorok really is the
He's
MVP
good.
of this
He's
run.
He's a real homie.
Yeah.
This is a magic spot. I love how I can just remember
know.
some
Yeah.
like random.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get kicked out here, yeah.
We have $25 from Sai UK, who says hashtag stream 2. 2 is more than 1, therefore stream 2 is better. Simple logic.
That's not.
And I, for one, am here to agree with him.
It's got a point, I guess, but still wrong.
I have $5 from Stream 1 viewer who says, man, I wish I was as cool and attractive as your average Stream 2 viewer. The irony is that they're not hearing that. They've got their own stream. Thank you very much.
Oh, if only we got in there from the other side, we would have gotten Fairy Ocarina. And also, you can also get Fairy Ocarina as adult. You don't need to be a child for it.
Yeah, the loading zone.
Yeah,
When you take it for the first time, it always gives you Ocarina no matter what age you are.
Yep.
even things like
Almost. So close yet so far.
even things like finding Zelda's Courtyard as adult works. It's not like you're blocked out of getting Zelda's Lullaby.
Yeah.
This is from the Zora's River water, and I know one of the Zora's Rivers leads into itself, so I'm hoping it's this one.
There is a loop in one of them.
Yes,
oh, nice.
that goes into the fountain, I think. So I'm going to take the chance and see if it's this one. Hey, what's
Hey.
Okay.
So now we can get a goal.
There's some possibility of...
Zora heart pieces.
I probably... there is, but I doubt he's going to put both. Okay. The frogs is the one I'm thinking is the more likely square.
Yeah, just in case.
Just in case, I mean, if the frog is one itself, too, so...
How many is that now for heart pieces for you?
Zora's?
Yeah.
I think that's the only one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't bothered with
The domain one.
the domain one yet.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Time to play Song of Storm.
Yeah, this just feels very likely.
Yeah, so the Gold Frog's heart piece can be either heart pieces from them. Normally it's just Song of Storm's one, but
Yeah.
can also be the other one.
It's also more so like that if you're gonna get this one before getting the other.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
Right.
All right. And
They gotta jump
we're
around.
gonna
They
hit.
gotta jump around.
And that is
a hit.
Nice.
Woo!
Okay.
finally.
Back on track.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know. Without Zelda, we felt very confident for a while that the 3 ship is probably that one in column 5.
Yeah.
But if we just don't find Zelda, there's nothing we can do other than focus on other squares
Yeah.
at this point. Especially with 25 minutes left, there's not too many other things to kind of harp on here.
Yeah. Or you could always use your freebie if you find the last loadings out to trials.
The trials, yeah. That would be a good one to do, because it would actually pretty confidently be that one and possibly sink a ship as well.
Yeah, and in that situation, which would be nice, what would be nice is Ball wouldn't know if it's a freebie or not.
Right,
So
right.
that would maybe make him think he found ZL.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many loadings I've done in Aerofield still.
Yeah.
We've done this one, but only from the reverse, so...
Yeah.
Well, that was nice. This is going to Shadow Temple. I think I'm going to get the compass here, just to mark that square, because I would have liked to have done this all in one trip with Zelda, but at this point it's just not looking likely to complete that, and the RBA quest is probably out of the question too, so...
Yeah, at this point in time, it's probably a waste of time.
Yeah.
It's going to take a good 10 minutes plus to do it.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah, we're really just kind of picking our spots now of what squares I think are likely or what squares I can even still get with this little time left.
yeah. Yeah, and this is what we were talking about with ISG. You cannot fall while you're slashing your sword.
Yeah.
So by getting ISG, you can just not fall there.
Yeah, and Tree Spinner there is interesting actually, because only the back three pillars can actually be the right one. And they actually have really strange chances. There's like, the first one is like 4 in 9th chance, there's a 2, and then it's a 3 in 9th chance. It's very strange. Oh.
Okay,
Like-
we're good.
Everyone can be a little bit annoying.
Yeah, if you miss this guy, you can end your world.
Yeah, you can get stuck in a little bit of a loop.
Yeah.
Up and Compass and Shadow Temple is a
Miss. Oh.
We know there's a 4-ship somewhere. It can't be... I mean, we know it can't be the right side of column 5 because of the 3 shields. We know with the Beat 4 dungeons, it can't go left or diagonal or right. It could go up and down, up to Fire Boss Key. Potentially, I want to get Fire Boss Key just to eliminate that option. There really aren't too many other, looking at the board, spots where a 4-ship could be hiding. We know we haven't sunk the 2-ship because
Yeah.
we didn't actually talk about it, but you say like you sunk the X ship.
Yeah, we were told you.
So we know that that's not the 2. So yeah, it almost has to be.
Oh, actually, RG, you
Looking
don't
at
have map.
You know?
You're right, I don't. Okay. Good call. I don't know why I thought I got the map along with the hover
Yeah,
boots.
I thought you did as well. I think you just gaslit me into thinking you had a map.
I almost got away with it too.
A little bit of gaslighting between friends never hurt anyone.
Just while you're zooming across the maps, lads. I've got $1 from Kai Sakurai again, who says 2 is better than 1? Not in golf or when you're having to share cake. Sometimes less is better. He's putting that to stream 1. We also have $10 from Unico Yokai that says, I would join in with bullying Mizu, thanks, but then he might leave me or do something that would make me an upset spaghetti. However, please keep bullying. Don't please keep bullying him. Why are you promoting that?
Yes! Yes!
With more words he can't pronounce because I love it when the strong Scottish comes out. Why are you donating for people to...
This is fantastic. I'm loving this.
Me and you are swapping out. And last but not least, we have $1 from Lonk, who says, I cannot read this. Oh, so you understand the joke here. Feel free to tell the rest of us.
All right.
Now we have that square.
Yeah. For real this
Now
time.
it's legal, yeah.
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 Okay, I think I want to go back adult, get potentially the Fire Boss Key, the 30 Deku Sticks. Those might be it. Like, I mean, we're not looking at too many others at this point that we could potentially pull off. Obviously, we could still stumble into a couple things, but yeah, it might just come down to those few.
Yeah.
As far as the win condition, we're still in pretty good shape with that. It's 3-1 essentially.
Yeah.
We know Lens is unlikely from ball. We just have to hope and see what's up his sleeve in the last 20 minutes here.
Yeah, seeing at this board, I'm not sure he has Sun Songs.
We were, yeah, I mean, it was kind of one of those things. It seemed like he struggled really early on, but then has hit some goals late. It might have been that he just never found that particular song. I mean, there's no point in getting some of the spirit keys without Zelda at this point. I want to have, you know, knowledge that I'm going to complete that square.
Gentlemen, we have $5 from Elfarand, who comes in with one of the most the most life questions of all time. What's heavier, a kilogram of steel or a kilogram of feathers?
I mean, steel is heavier than feathers, so
Yeah.
Yeah,
honestly.
sure.
Surely.
Maybe the good people at home can donate in and tell us what the answer is.
Yeah.
I'm not a scientist. I don't know that. Oh, here we are again.
We have $25 from user name Niels, who says, brothers and sisters are natural enemies, like the Englishmen and Scots. Welshmen and Scots. Or Japanese. What's going on here? Or Scots and other Scots. Damn Scots, they're out Scotland. Oi! Stop paying money to make me say that.
Yeah, I'm sure only the Scots are the problems here. Surely.
Well,
We are in the same room. They've put that to the. Thank God they're putting their money somewhere. They've put that to the Elden Ring 2P1C. Let me just double check on that. Yous are at $857. I keep going to say quids, I swear to God. Out of 1,000, so you're just shy. What's that? What's that? Odd. 140? We're just shy of 100.
you not
140.
I don't think you can. Oh,
Oh!
I never tried before, to be honest. So.
Yeah, and I've never tried while having sword and shield. And that's a goal.
Yeah.
Which is a miss.
Okay, the fire boss key, it's gonna just be my next target here to eliminate a potential 4 ship for him with the 4 dungeons.
Oh, and we just got a hit from
Ball got the
Ball.
frog.
Yeah.
I feel like we're doing roughly the same thing.
Yeah.
But we
Yeah.
both went back in time to get that
Probably in
frog.
a similar situation at this point.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, we have $8 from YTP Renewed, who says, shouldn't the Sun's song enhance the Song of Storms through cloud top cooling?
Never thought about that.
Are we now in science class?
I don't know. I'm not a scientist, so I can't really answer that for you, I'm afraid. If you're able to explain random glitches in a 25-year-old video game, I'm your man, but
So I think we have an answer to our previous question.
meteorology, I got nothing.
Because we have $25 from Static Crowbar that says 1 kilogram of feathers is heavier than a kilogram of steel. Greg? Because you have to carry around the weight of what you did to acquire those feathers.
You got a point. You're right. The gill is heavier than steel, you're right.
We also have Anonymous has donated back in. This man gives out so much money. With $1 it says, what is heavier, a kilogram of steel or haggis?
Haggis does sit pretty heavy.
In your stomach.
Yeah.
With that also, very recently with the last couple of donations, we've actually just broke 19k, everyone.
Hey.
Nice.
We might have lost the 2.5 hours, but you are making it back. In fact, with that Elden Ring donation as well, you're about $113 dollars or whatever you want to call it.
Dollary dues.
No, dollary dues, as long as I'm not saying quid or
Australians.
pound anymore. So
might
you've nearly
be.
got that. What do you think? We've got maybe 10, 15 minutes left,
About 15
lad?
minutes left on
Right.
this, yeah, until we call it.
All right, everybody at home, you got about 15 minutes to beat that one.
Surely we can make that.
Oh, surely.
So he's doing the weird shot, which is a trick where you sort of displace Link's hitbox underground. And you can sort of shoot hookshot and bow and a first-person item underground. And that's Mark's 5 double boss key, which is a hit.
Let's go.
Yeah, I don't know that I would have specifically targeted that one, but it's just like looking at the board and how we have spread out. There really weren't too
Yeah.
many 4 options. I don't even know if there were any other. Maybe a diagonal or something
Yeah.
I'm not seeing. But
Because the thing about putting ships down is that you might find 1 or 2 goals that like look good for put down as a ship, but then you're surrounded by other goals you got to try and work in somehow. So at some point you kind of take a loss on some of the goals and accept that some of them are going to be worse or easier to get than others.
yeah, that was one that almost for sure. I mean, technically, I guess it could be the diagonal as well, fire boss gears. No, I think it has to be. I think it has to be the 4. But yeah.
I don't know. You're the expert on this, you tell me.
But yeah, I think it's got to be that 4, which means he stumbled into Fairy Ocarina. We could stumble into Fairy Ocarina.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
anytime.
most likely get that square as well. So at this point, I'm basically back in explore mode. I could go after the 25 skulls.
I mean, you went right now for skulls, like 17 something like that, I think.
Yeah, I think
Around
it's
that.
kind of close. We might as well, because I don't know. 20. I don't know that I have anything else to go for.
Lads, we have $5 from Scott Check. And at this point, I think I'm within my rights to refuse to read the rest of it. Because all they've said is, well, I'll tell you what, they've put it towards the Elden Ring 2P1C controller.
Nice.
At least.
And the donation message is perpendicular. They're not even sentences anymore, they're just sending me words out of the blooming dictionary. Perpendicular. Can we just go back to talking about feathers? Perpendicular. Granular.
Oh, this is amazing.
Aye, for you.
Yeah. I thought Mars really.
Perpendicular. Granular pyramid. Why am I going? I'm feeling as if I'm speaking a foreign language at this point. We do actually speak this in Scotland, Scottish. I'm gone. See ya. I'm gone home.
Got real quiet.
Oh, Jesus.
These ones are actually really hard to hit in Beta Quest because it's so rare that you have Song of Storms
Yeah.
as adult.
Oh.
Interesting.
It's an interesting one.
Another way back to Gorilla.
Yeah, just another way back to
We
Fort-
you did not have enough. I guess that does give us another one.
I think we've done. Yeah, we've
I
done.
think we had this one yet. Yeah, we definitely have.
Oh.
Oh, he did get the lens. He went back and got the lens. Okay, he found it.
Yeah. That's 4 to 3 now.
4 to 3. Yeah.
Yeah. Getting close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mind in a tie.
And I mean, he can get 30 sticks. I can't really get too many other things here other than the skulls.
Yeah, I mean, what was left? The sticks is probably the most likely one he's gonna get.
Yeah, I think he should be
Because,
working towards
like,
sticks.
Ice Trap Chest is unlikely. We haven't found the locations for that yet.
Yeah.
And ZL seems to be lost in the snow somewhere. We haven't
See,
known.
he's completely
It's
lost.
gone. And without ZL, you're not getting
Yeah.
those
Right.
Shadow Temple Skulls either. So it's looking like, either sticks or small key chests.
Yeah.
Actually, not even small key chests, because I also require ZL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could do the forest keys. That doesn't need CL.
Yeah,
If I get,
there
let me
was a
let me
way
think
to-
about. Yeah, there was a way.
Yeah, I don't remember where it is. I remember the first one we got there, but not the second way.
Gentlemen, Mr. Anonymous has donated back in with $40 to say, let's get that controller cam. So obviously they've put that towards the Elden Ring 2P1C.
Nice.
They've also guaranteed themselves a Goosebert Honk shirt. And just as a small update on a couple of things, I can tell you right now that the hashtag Stream War is going for Stream 1 total at 101. Dollary dues, as Greg would say it.
Hey.
Stream 2 are lagging behind with 74 now.
As it should be.
Apparently, all we needed was Stream 1's lunch money to get put into this total.
Hell yeah.
And last but not least, we have the imaginary Stream 3 at $4.
Yeah.
I don't know who
Well
they're
done.
representing here, but you know what? I might just swing over to their
Yeah,
team.
they're doing great.
Fantastic. And with that, you are $70 away from getting that controller cam for Elden Ring, which is up next. Hashtag exclamation mark schedule in the chat so you can see what's happening for the rest of the day and the rest of the week. Exclamation mark donate or esamarathon.com /donate, where you can see all of the rewards and polls and targets and donate for them.
Oh yeah, there is a wall master here.
There's a ice trap chest here as well.
Yeah, I want
Yeah.
the ice trap.
Yeah. I don't remember what the much are. There's 2 in Water Trial. I know that much.
Yeah, there's Trials and then there's Spear Temple. And I know where all of those are, so...
Yeah.
So we do
This
have...
is actually my main focus now with 8 minutes left.
Just rushing nice trap chests.
Yeah. It's much more likely than the 25 skulls.
Yeah.
Obviously, if I hit some more skulls, I'll take them, but
Yeah.
it doesn't feel like the type of square ball would place for skulls. This feels much more likely.
Yeah. There's also one of the things I like about bingo in general, not just beta quests or Battleships, but like all the goals force you to have really weird, random knowledge about the game that you otherwise wouldn't need. Like knowing where all the gold rupee chests are, and knowing when silver rupee rooms are, and stuff like that. It's always very cool to see that knowledge being useful.
Oh, also, we're about to see a cool trick here.
Oh, right, yeah.
Ooh, I think I remember this. I can RBA if I really.
I was about
don't
to say,
remember.
you still have the chicken, so...
Yeah.
Let's see.
So right now, Runner Guy doesn't have strength, so... And he needs to go behind the silver block.
Yeah, but luckily he has hover boots and explosives, so...
Yeah. Oh, shoutouts to N64 for
Yeah, that was
buffering.
like...
I don't think.
Oh, it's,
Oh, you equipped it.
yeah, you got to equip hover boots after the...
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's try that again. Too early.
Oh, it's way too early, yeah.
Fine, we have more than enough bombs.
So these tricks only work on certain explosion frames. So that one, for example, and it's like explosion frame like 2 to like 6 or 7, something I think it is that work for tricks like this. Here he's buffering to a certain frame with a visual cue to try and know when to
I
hold
think
left.
it's one more. No. That one.
Oh,
Oh, it was the next one.
This is a good example of why pause buffering is so useful, because it's very hard. That is a 1 frame input left to grab this block, and it's not really viable. You can do it unbuffered in theory, but like no one's realistically going to do it.
That does not look right, but
It is though.
There
It
you
is,
go.
Yeah, it's when the yeah, the visual cue I usually use is when the pillar is like fully in frame on the left.
And our reward?
Nice, nice trap.
Gentlemen, with that, I have English already. I have a $5 donation from Edinburgh. That just the whole city apparently.
The whole city.
It's now just apparently they can only put $5 on.
I was say there's not a whole lot of money in Edinburgh, apparently.
Aye, right. Just wanted to say I'm really enjoying this run. Like, cheers to Runner Guy and Bal for the amazing run. It's been a cracking wee run, lads. Lovely done.
Thanks, I think.
We have $40 from Cake _ that says a kilogram of steel is heavier than a kilogram of feathers because theft weighs heavier on the soul.
Alright, alright.
We have a 25 anonymous donation that they put that to nothing. Remember, incentives, people. I don't know how many times I need to say this to you. We have $50 from D_light that says, let's not bully the Scots too much. They have actually invented the, oh, this is a long list. They have invented the telephone, television, penicillin, steam engine, logarithms, tarmac, decimal point, color, photography, the US Navy,
Yo,
Hey, yo.
when did that happen?
golf, flush toilet, radar, cloning, and the purple buck. God. You have got to be kidding me!
You genius!
The purple burglar. Goodbye. And we have $30 from Sai UK that says #stream2. We can win this. We have the best Scotsman hosting the best runner. I don't know what they're talking about. I'm here in stream 1. I'm a stream 2 guy, but I'm here in stream 1. I don't know what they're on about.
Ball has got all 5 spirit keys.
Oh.
He has marked another one there.
Yeah, and that is
That means
it,
we're now
actually.
4 to 4 now.
Yeah, it's 4 to
All
4.
square.
So with
With
3 minutes,
3 minutes
to go.
left. Can I
3
get back in the
minutes
Spear
Oh,
Temple?
this is a tense
It just
race
ends
now.
in a draw, man.
It might end in a draw. Gerudo Fortress 2.
45 deaths, nice.
45?
45.
Nice solid
I
round
need-
number.
Okay, now when I need Gerudo Fortress,
Can you find Gerudo
can I find a
Fortress?
Gerudo Fortress?
Surely we can fight Gerudo Fortress. There's no way.
It's all we found in the first half of the
Mm-hmm.
the race.
I mean, Ocarina, if I could stumble into that one too.
That's also a possibility, yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't explain these guards actually. These guards have really reduced vision at nighttime.
Yeah,
Being here at nighttime is a lot safer.
just wanted to be extra safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, another cool trick. One guy's gonna do a super slide and then release, backflip,
Nice.
use your hook shot and land in the block.
Yeah, clips up the block there.
I have a key. Oh, that's actually super clutch.
That's
I don't know if I would have. It would have been really close.
Yeah, that's really
Yeah.
clutch.
Are these the last ones you need?
This is the last ice trap.
Okay.
So if this is a hit, I think we win. If it's not, it's probably going to be a tie. Unless he gets something right here. I mean, he might have his free square and just be guessing.
That is possible.
Yeah, yeah.
So we
And
will
using
see.
it at the last second, yeah.
Not that one.
Wrong one,
This-
wrong one. There we go.
And this is a
a
hit!
Woo! Kaboom!
Back in the lead, baby.
Okay.
5-4. Like 1 minute to go.
1 minute. I don't think we can. Skulls?
22.
Three.
Maybe.
That's possible.
You can get free
In a minute?
In a minute, not
I
really.
don't think so.
Yeah, you can get like two.
I can get two.
You can get two like really quickly here, but
Yeah.
that's about it really.
Yeah, that might do it.
Well done in the hit, lads. We have $10 from user Nanos. It says, so is there a log you can read afterwards to see where Lullaby was hidden?
There is no spoiler log.
There is none at all.
No.
Then you'll just have to guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go make an educated guess.
Anybody can download Beta Quest and play through the seed.
Yep.
Just put in the name, file name ESA 2024, and search to their heart's content.
We have $3 from Kai Sakurai again. It says, Stream 2 said they were ahead by $3, so this goes to hashtag Stream 1. And I'm sorry, but immediately
Three,
being overtaken
two,
by...
2,
One.
1, and that's it.
that's
That's
time.
Hey.
All right, it was a close match.
That was very close.
Very close.
Did a single ship go down?
a single we go.
No.
Not a single one.
We are
All of our boats are still up.
terrible pirates.
So if you want to know, here's the picture of
Of their
sh- of
ships.
the
Yeah.
ships. Yeah.
Okay.
So if for people at home, if you want to see, you can go to the ESA stream too. But
Yeah.
The 3 we suspected, the 4 we also suspected of going up from
Yeah.
Bosky to Shadow.
Yeah.
I could have potentially done the forest keys. That one was kind of weird with the Requiem,
Yeah.
and then the other spot was not exactly obvious either. But it was a tough seed, I think.
Yeah, the CL really
We
missing was a big deal.
Yeah, Zia was huge in this case. The Shadow and the 2 fairy spells, I'm thinking,
Yeah.
made a big difference too. And it seemed like Ball was struggling for quite a while as well.
Yeah.
I'm curious to hear his perspective of what went down, but sometimes it's kind of a grind like that, and you don't get too many squares. I mean, overall, we still hit 16 of the 25, so
Yeah.
not too bad. But typically, you're putting them in the ones that are tougher. So
Yeah.
it does happen where all the ships don't get sunk, and it comes down to who hit more. So
yeah.
that's kind of Beta Quest. It's the OG loading zone randomizer. Always has no logic and always seems to find a way to move around. And then Ball and I like to play different modes with the bingos just to go over the bingos. It just seems like it's the most fun way to go through this randomizer in particular. Do you guys have any shout-outs? I can go over a couple more.
Go for it, yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Shout-outs to Manu, who play-tested this seed to make sure it was good. It seemed like it started off good. The hubs were all good, but obviously I didn't expect him to go through the entire thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Oh, here
Hey,
it goes.
Hey, what's
There
up? And shout-outs to Saltor, who runs the card that you're seeing here. He kind of maintains Bingo Sync and has created a lot. It has a ton of different, if your community is interested in any form of bingo, there's a ton of games on here besides just Ocarina of Time. And you can do different modes like we do here, and you can do different stuff with lockout even, where the first person to click the square gets the square. You can do different team stuff. It's a really good site that has a lot of stuff. That's Bingo Sync. And that's run by Saltor. And yeah, just thanks to everybody here at ESA for letting us show this interesting game mode.
Congrats on your win.
Thank you. Thank you. Congrats on making it close. It was a tough one.
Yeah, I mean, like the wild card kind of saved me a bit.
Oh, you did have the wild card.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know I find that shit.
I'm guessing you didn't have Zelda, though.
No, sadly not.
No. We will not know where it was.
Never know. Yeah,
It's a
mystery for all time.
All right, well, thanks so much for the guys for the run, and we'll send it over to the hosts. Thank you.